But yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, I don't know. There's still stories you definitely could have told with that, and I don't think they needed to. I don't think they needed to press the reset button that hard.
A
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of it is almost certainly they don't know if they're going to get more out of Tom Holland, and that's what this represents.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. That's true. They have already said that No Way Home is probably going to be the last Spider-Man movie for
Yeah,
at least a long while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, this was insurance.
Probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
We'll
We're
s-
still getting into the Spider-Verse too, so that's something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm super like that's the best Spider-Man thing in years, so I'm
Yeah.
very excited about that.
Yeah.
So speaking of how Spider-Man, they hit the reset button, similar to how one of my other games hit the reset button at the end. I'm of course referring to Kingdom Hearts. I would like to just make a general transition over to game, and I want to say congratulations, everybody. You have made it to session 30 of
Hooray.
this game. What that means is this, as of this week, is now tied for the longest campaign I have run.
Congratulations.
What was the longest?
Congratulations.
Congratulations, thank you. The longest one was the Kingdom Hearts game, which actually wrapped on session 30, and then we had a Dead Dog 31.
So we're going to beat it.
I mean, unless
we
you,
already are.
unless you guys you're tying it this week. Unless you somehow manage to wrap up everything this week, we're having session next week.
So try to blow up the library and TPK the party. Done.
Don't tempt me. I could do it.
I know.
All right. But with that all being said, I guess we'll get started for Avatar, Session 30, The Great War. And with that in mind, who remembers what happened last time?
We beat up the Fire Nation folks that were stealing stuff. We met the spirit of the library. The spirit of the library, not the spirit that runs the library, who turned out to be a pretty cool dude with basically as a reward / punishment, he's banishing two of us to elsewhere. I don't remember exactly. We had determined where that was.
He is leaving you guys. He is making them exit the library.
Right.
That said, like he said, he doesn't want to leave anybody stranded. So if all your group wants to exit, he will be willing to teleport you guys all together.
Mm-hmm.
And
I believe last time we were mostly settled on the idea of letting out at the desert ruins, although I did propose during the week the idea of going to the Forgetful Valley.
yeah, you guys have options, and we're gonna pick up pretty much where we left off, where a handful of you are still doing research. I believe
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, Yira is unconscious in the central air temple.
Right! And Mingwa just screamed because Mingwa saw that.
Yeah. Also for the remainder of session, because unfortunately Dan and Kenzie will not be joining us, we can assume that Nara is reading a book and Han is doing some research, keeping Nara in check. And then at some point Han is going to wander away to talk to Francto, then Nara is going to put down a book and start grabbing tomes out of shelves, running to a different section, and just start changing where all the books are located, completely destroying the Dewey Decimal System. Whatever the hell that is. With that being said, I will tell you guys this up front. You have as much time in this library to research as you want.
We handled things well.
Every cycle,
Well,
every
Mira and Mingwa don't. We need to go cooler heels
Yeah.
somewhere. But
every cycle of time that passes, or every square that we're going to be advancing, is going to be a chunk of time if you guys are using it to research. You can spend as much time in here as you want.
And Izzy has definitely set sort of checkpoints along the timescale for what's going on in the world.
I didn't say that, but you can assume that. So with that in mind, we're literally picking up exactly where we left off last time, which means you guys are at the top of yellow.
And Mingwa just yelled because Yira fell over for no reason.
Yeah.
All right.
So, that's in a different lake area than where most of us are, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's outside the library.
It is true. I believe Kakan was near the front door last time, according to my notes. So you
That
would have
sounds correct.
you would have heard that. If you want to do anything by it, well, that's up to you. If you guys want to research, if you guys want to explore, the world is your oyster. Other people in the library, again, you have Samael and Arashi located down here. Frankto is currently talking with Kamu near the entrance area. Seen here. And Jasper, BB, and Caden are just kind of browsing. So, who would like to go first? As far as researching something or just getting things done?
If I'm allowed to, I will totally interrupt to talk to spirits, but as you let me know when that makes sense.
I mean, you can do that.
Let team research do research first.
Okay, who would like to go first? Also, Yira and Mingwa, I'm going to put you guys on the far right of the, the far left of the library, which will
Makes
just
sense.
represent the entryway.
You're in timeout on the balcony.
Okay, I guess
the
I can
balcony.
go first,
Sure.
and I'll take over for Dan the Lion Turtle safe spot / where did Crush grab Thomas from?
Okay. One thing I do want to point out now before you guys go crazy with all this, don't try to double down on research on something. The best you're going to do is get the same result.
Makes
Well, I
sense.
thought this was an area where we were told that there was more information.
Are you specifically looking in sections about lion turtles? Where are you looking for?
I'm
Sentinel?
looking at where Crush had gone, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, that is
Because
different.
the Lion Turtle info was... Yeah.
All right. I still have things I probably should tell the party.
You probably
Yes,
should.
you do.
You probably
Probably.
should, but we'll do this first. So yeah,
Shit, I never went and listened to the silent bits.
That's right. Did anyone actually go back and listen to my
No, of course
revelations?
I did.
I
I'm
didn't
not
because
going
I said
to
I
those
wanted to be a
until I know
surprise.
something terrible.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Izzy,
speaking.
you were physically there for them. That doesn't count.
He wants us to know that he's still listening anyway.
Yeah.
I
Can
know.
Thomas help me with finding books and things, or not really?
He can help. He can give you a boost.
Is Thomas still a D6 from like the last fight, or is he back to the D8 that he was before?
Did you spend another 4 points on him?
Yes.
Then he's back to a D8 because that's how minions work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thomas does a very good job
Well-
helping me find books.
Good job, Thomas. Thomas has given you a +3.
I'm guessing this probably should be former weapons inventor because it's tied to my background skill, because it's tied to my knowledge of this stuff. It's tied to my knowledge of what Crush and the experimental weapons division were up to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, using principle of discovery, rolling, that will be a 10.
It will be an 11, actually.
Oh, I thought you said Thomas was a +3.
It is, but because you used former weapons invention for researching Cress, I gave you an additional +1.
Bump it up
Okay.
to-
Because I am allowed to do it. It doesn't change your threshold, but if you guys have something that like really seems right to me, I will give you these bonuses on the back end.
Okay. Makes
So
sense.
so anything to do with lion turtles that is in Kresh's research. So, Sean, would you like this public or private?
Public.
Okay. So as you and Thomas are kind of browsing through a bunch of old research notes, again, a lot of this stuff has been redacted, but you find this one scroll. completely handwritten with no black marks on it. And you would recognize Director Kresh's handwriting at this point, just from where you've seen his signatures and his previous notes. He has a very, I want to say, like, direct kind of penmanship. Like, think cursive, where, like, the letters look just enough like what they need to look like so you can read it properly, but, like, he's taking the most efficient way of writing, probably. Like, every letter is the exact same height, exact same width, and it's almost as if it was written by a typewriter, but in cursive. Anyway, as you're looking through his notes, you actually stumble upon one of the original designs of the Rapid Armor Transport, with different ideas for blueprints, and in there's just like a folded piece of paper which looks like it's a journal entry that had been torn out of another book, and just folded up in there, and is, in a sense, saying that Kresh had discovered a group of lion turtles who sought to hide themselves from humanity, so they went ahead and found a way to change their forms. And yet, it wasn't enough to hide them from him. They still tried to take care of these oversized eggs where their children would be held, and there was still a great deal of power within them. Some of these beings could not recall their former lives, as though their memories had been completely erased and swapped out for new ones. Others could still remember exactly what they were, and those were the ones that sought to fight back. And those were the ones that were left alone. The ones that had forgotten what they were taken. And they have become the best and most abundant source of energy the Fire Nation has.
Fuck, it's not that they were trying to make someone into... that they were trying to make someone induct the Avatar state into them. It's they got something similar to the Avatar state because these are lion turtles that were turned human.
So Caden's a lion turtle.
From previous entries, or from later entries, they found a better power source than the prototype one. But this was definitely the first level baseline. This is a very old entry that looks like it was torn out, not for safekeeping, but because it was like an idea that was scrapped, and it just happened to get rolled up in this document.
So there's a chance that the one we've rescued is something that is not a changed lion turtle, but like that does sort of track. You already have a hint as to what's going on with him. Remember, he could not enter Ba Sing Se proper. Right, he couldn't get past the anti-spirit word, but Thomas could.
Yes.
But the way that they changed okay.
Okay, that's all you get with that. Who would like to go next?
I'm also doing research.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, now that I have a little time and can pick the proper books out, I'd like to do a little research on anything about lava bending. Anything I can learn about it that'll help me master it more, learn something I don't know about it.
Okay. That's fine. A couple of the fox spirits bring you over to a section. Again, you know the section. Very small section, like a one shelf on a very narrow bookcase that has to do with lava bending.
Okay. I'm going to be using Principle of Great Power.
Sure.
As I search through the books diligently and carefully.
Sure.
Okay. I'll be using a correction. To turn one of those into a 10. Is he?
I'm sorry. The dice are in a mood.
They are in a mood, but I still got a 10.
No, yeah, I know, but
I was prepared for this.
I know the Chaos Lords demand that you have a 2 for this roll, but yeah. Okay, so lava bending. So you pull open what looks like a old tome, like very dusty. Like it looks like, oh god, what the hell were those bull cows? I forget what the meat thing was that was in that Fire Nation episode, but it's like tanned leather. Like it's a book that's clearly falling apart. Like the bindings are starting to fall apart. It's literally sewn together with some kind of like horsehair.
Okay.
And as you kind of breeze through it, it looks like this person is claiming to be the first known lava bender, the first earthbender who found this skill. And though not great, there are a couple of drawings and diagrams in here where the person is showing off the techniques they've learned to master lava bending. And one thing you notice, Otaru, is none of these forms even remotely match your own, how you have been controlling lava up until this point.
Okay.
You look at this, you probably try out a form or two for a second. It doesn't feel right.
Okay.
You then pull another book off the shelf. Not quite as worn, a little bit more recent, but very dusty. Pages are yellowed with age. Flip through it, and it's another person claiming to be having discovered the ability of lava bending. This one is less of a journal and more of like, bullet, like almost a manual on how to lava bend. Very concise, very to the point, no flowery language, and like block drawings of techniques. And you're looking from one to the other, and you're like, these don't match up at all.
Right.
You pull up.
Very weird.
You pull a third book down, open it up, another person saying like they found this, they'd heard about this, ancient style of earthbending where they could move the magma from under the crust. And again, like going through it, like the person was saying like the research they had done, like trying to find others who had this technique, didn't yield any fruit, so they had developed their own style. And they documented that towards the end of the notes. And again, very different from the other two.
Sensing a pattern here.
It's not until you get to the fourth book, someone who had supposedly found this library within the past 100 years or so and had similarly read these 3 journals and references those benders by name, saying that lava bending takes aspects from both earth bending and fire bending. The passion and the flames of fire bending, and the stability and willpower of one's soul to quell that inner turmoil.
Okay.
And where you have passion and where you have stability, that's where creativity blooms. And because these two things are so at odds, where fire is so unstable, but yet earth is so stable, where one is, hot and it is like a burst of flame and then it, evaporates and it goes nowhere. It's instantaneous in its nature, where a stone is strong and sturdy and lasting. And the act of lava bending is taking these two very unique style of bending and putting them together. And they're not full opposites, but they're very close on that spectrum. Every person who has a lava bent, according to my research, has found their own style, because lava bending is a font of creativity that manifests uniquely through each individual who is lucky enough to earn that power.
So there is no uniform style.
There is no uniform style. The person will go on to say that it's both a blessing and a curse for anyone who finds themselves with the ability to lava bend, where they will have no dedicated teacher, But what they do have is the ability to be mentored by not one, but two great nations, and also pull the knowledge from all four bending arts to make their own unique style of lava bending that feels right to the individual.
All four?
When lava touches water, it becomes rock. When lava is in the air, it burns brighter, closer to fire. In a sense, lava could, in theory, be something that in the past only the Avatar has had the ability to bend, because, in essence, it predominantly uses both earth and fire. But there is still air and water that mixes in there, because it's not solid and it's not a gas, it's liquid like water. And it needs the air to thrive, otherwise it hardens.
Oh. So it's whatever I make it out to be. Interesting. Okay, well that is enlightening. While I understand styles, are there any techniques that I think I can kind of pick up on, or am I mostly
you can try a couple of the techniques that are outlined in some of the books, and again, some of you might go from one book to another and be like, oh, this feels okay, but the next book the next technique this guy tried to use was it doesn't feel right to me. But the same effect can be replicated by using this technique from book number 2.
Well, I'll try to spend my time at least learning what I can from what others have done.
Okay. That's fair.
And just seeing if I pick up anything, and that'll be what I do spend this time cycle doing.
Okay.
And I wish Han was here so I could learn from him.
Very fair.
We don't have a waterbender. Not a PC waterbender, at least.
You do not. Who would like to go next? Kakan, Minghua, or Yira?
I think I'd prefer to go sometime after Yira, if that's okay with you, Nick.
Sure.
Okay. So Yira or Kakan, who would like to take front and center?
Give it to Kakan. I will finish up the round.
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Ziggy, I will remind you, you are at the front of the area. You have heard Minghua growling, or with ears pinned to the top of his head. You are currently standing on the roof of this shrine. And as, you hear Minghua make this, growl that something is going amiss, you get a warm, tingly feeling in your pocket.
Oh. Okay. I'll find a corner of the library somewhere that looks unused and answer that.
Okay. I'm assuming private?
Yeah, private.
Okay. I'm going to say you're over here. Be right back, folks.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Where?
The power was inside me the whole time.
Yep. Hey, Ziggy.
Hello.
All right, so yeah, as you walk over to the corner of the room, you find a you find that messaging stone is once again pulsing with a blue energy. You can see its lines are again just illuminating brightly inside your pocket of that pouch of golden Mancala beads that you've had for a while.
Right.
So you take out the message stone and you want to receive the message, I take it?
Yes.
So once again, you, in a very familiar pattern, you trace your finger around the blue edges where the light is shining through the cracks in the stone, if you would. And from the end, as you do so, it lights up, and you can hear the Spy Master's voice. And his voice almost sounds a little bit higher pitched than you would usually be used to. But it's, Captain Kakan, I fear this may be the end for me. I finally have gotten in over my head, and now the city I have infiltrated is being assailed by frenzied spirits. Should I perish, I want you to remember all that we discussed. I hope that you can continue my work, seeking out and removing the rot from within our ranks. For the good of the nation, we cannot allow the machinations of General Sakam and Director Kresh to continue unimpeded. I fear they are capitalizing on the spirit's erratic behavior. I never found the proof I need to incriminate them, but I have recently heard whispers about a secret research facility located near Ember Island. I hope my actions will stoke the flames of your success. You, who have an unwavering devotion to our glorious nation. And the message cuts out.
Huh. Okay, so you said the fire Ember Island players, you said?
A facility located on Ember Island.
Facility located on Ember Island.
Yeah, the Ember Island Players is a theater group that performs on Ember Island, but Ember Island is the physical island location on your map.
Okay. The facility on Ember Island. And he's at Ba Sing Se right now.
You're not for sure, but you can assume.
Okay. Huh.
If you want to make that that logical jump,
I mean, okay. First off, because his voice sounded different, is there a roll I can make to determine whether that's actually him or not?
Yes.
Okay.
What would you like to argue?
Let's see. Hold on. Roll 20. Oh, my sheet bastard. There we go. Okay. Jeez. I don't have a power that I can really justify, but I'll do alertness on the fact that I know what he sounds like, and I'm kind of on guard for like any weirdness at the moment.
Okay.
So that seems so like that sort of thing, and we're on green right now, right?
You're yellow.
Yellow.
But it doesn't matter for you.
Yes, that is true. Okay. Okay. Well, great. Can I use a collection on that?
Of course you can.
Yeah. So I will do that for the 8 then.
Okay. That is a complete success. It's his voice sounds a little weird, but it's definitely him. It's, you know, when you're in like a theater show or something, or like when you're doing a voice acting bit, and you've been doing a voice for so long that it suddenly becomes hard to stop doing that voice completely.
Right. Okay.
He's kind of doing that.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. All right. So facility on Ember Island. That's all he said specifically, right? Nothing to do otherwise, like, or other details.
That's the only thing. Also, he's asking you to continue his work and remove the rot from your ranks. I'll just send you this entire thing. And also remember everything you guys had previously talked about.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, this is kind of a shock to me because he didn't seem like he was on our side. I mean, granted, he didn't seem like he was on the Flyer Lord side either, but
he is definitely on a side.
He is on a side. I still don't exactly know which one. But okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I will pin this for you.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. That's all I got for now.
Okay. Are you going to send him a reply or just?
Yeah. You know what? Yes, I will send him a reply. I will say, thank you. Best of luck. Help may be coming.
Okay. Short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay. And we will go back up to General.
Okay.
Oh my, there's a person.
Miss us?
Hello. We're back.
Yeah, back.
Yeah.
You're back. All right, Kakan.
Yeah.
That happened. I'm gonna say that was probably your turn.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So with that, Minghua or Yira?
I think I'm going first for this one.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. So Yira, what you up to?
What does the Spirit Mountain look like, Izzy?
So, the shrine in both the mortal world and the spirit world is like a mirror image of itself. It's the same shrine that you were just in, underneath the library. However, instead of it just being on a floating small piece of dirt, which doesn't really give you much ability to walk around the shrine, here on this mountain, it is large and vast. The shrine sits in the middle of a football-sized meadow with trees and flowers blooming on different sides, and there's like benches around for people to sit. And as you walk closer to the edge, it is kind of just a sheer drop, and you just see it go down for a long while, and then it's floating on the same kind of massive white crystal that is embedded in the bottom of this mountain. Looking around, you see other such floating patches of land. You feel a updraft of air whip through you. Feels odd, not like normal wind should, because technically you don't have a body right now. And looking around, you can see all forms of spirits with wings flying around. Some that look like bats, swinging their arms back and forth just to gain some altitude. Others like falcons with their wings pinned back in a free fall dive. And looking around, you're realizing that you are very high up. You can see a dense jungle far beneath you. And looking around, you can also see a volcano off in the distance. On the opposite side, you see a valley shrouded in mist. Unable to see the bottom, but you can definitely tell that it starts to sink. There's definitely like a crevice, a canyon that goes out in that direction. Lots and lots of spiritual activity, though it appears that not a lot of people are people are giving this mountain a wide berth, it seems.
So there are people here, not just a giant host of spirits.
No, the spirits are giving this mountain a bit of a wide berth. You're not sure why. Should not have used the term people for that. Apologies.
Fair enough. I am gonna poke around and explore a little bit.
Okay.
Deduction.
Yep. Roll me a deduction check.
I have none of my principles apply here. I'm gonna reroll that. Ever so slightly better.
Yep. Okay. You don't find a whole lot poking around. Like, you can't really go anywhere off of where this shrine is. You have no way of scaling down this mountain effectively.
Makes sense.
You're a wandering soul, and you have no bending to assist you. However, what you do find is, as you poke around near one of the benches, you find a old clay tea kettle with four teacups. The teacups look used. They have the remains of leaves crumpled up at the bottom. One cup still has a little bit of liquid in it. And while it's not hot the way tea should be, it's lukewarm.
Ooh. I don't suppose, even though I don't have any, I can try and feel where that might have come from, or if there's anyone that I can follow this path to who might have been here.
Not with that roll, unfortunately.
Can I spend a collection to boost it? But
It wouldn't have helped you because you didn't principal it.
can I try again next round?
If you want to stick around for another round in here, you may. But with that, we're going to go to Minghua.
Who doesn't actually have a great idea of what to do?
You will make things to do.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm probably just going to go grab Yura's body and pull it back up onto the balcony.
Pingwa's going, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck?
Correct.
Make me an awareness check, Minghua.
Oh, because I'm so good at those.
I know.
We're
We're
all
in
great.
yellow.
You're in yellow, yes.
I'll burn a collection on that.
You guys do technically have enough collections where you can willingly do that pretty regularly.
It seems like it would be a bad thing to fail.
Okay.
And there's no way I'm taking a major twist for that.
Yeah, okay, so you got a 7, so you're succeeding but with a minor twist. So, you're going to grab Yura's body. You're just like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. You throw Yura over your shoulder and you start making your way out of this shrine, parting the fabricked doors that would let people into it. Think that like those bamboo screens that like little bead screens.
Yep.
That's kind of like what's along the entrance of that. And as you part these and walk out, bonk! You'd forgotten on your way in. There was a small little, almost looked like a wooden shed that was right there. Please take a point of damage.
Okay.
And you damaged this little wooden structure to the point where, like, it looks like it has several doors on it, behind which are a bunch of cubbies, and it looks like you smacked into it, and a couple of the doors are now like hanging ajar with their hinges slightly busted.
No.
Drop Yura up top, grab someone else's attention so that it's, their problem, and then immediately come back down to look at the thingy because, ooh, I'm curious.
Okay. First off, Yura, you're feeling your presence in the spiritual world fading because you're getting farther away from that crystal.
Yeah, I had a feeling something like that would happen.
That's about what I expected, but...
So as soon as you get back up top, Yura, you are back in your body, in Minghua's arms.
Can I say that part of the minor twist is I don't notice that, and so I just kind of gently set Yura down and then immediately go back down
Sure.
to look at stuff?
You're probably goes back in and is like, blink, blink, wait, what?
You are back at the entrance of the library. The world is a circle.
Okay. Well, that's...
Okay, can I still do anything with the cubbies on this turn, or...
I will allow it, yeah.
Can I spend a collection to have left a message there as before I immediately get yeeted back?
Sure.
Ooh, interesting.
Sure. Let me finish with Minghua first, and then I will take the message from you.
Okay.
So you're going to go down, and what do you want to do with the cubbies? Try to fix them?
What is in them?
Okay. No roll needed. As you peer inside these cubbies, you see a pair of sandals.
Oh. Not terribly interesting.
Not terribly interesting. There's several pairs of sandals in each of the cubbies that you knocked over. Different sizes, different makes.
In that case, I will climb back up, see Yura sitting up and blinking, and just sweep her into a big squeezy hug.
Okay. And Yura, what is the message you wanted to leave?
As I said, like, basically a message of thanks, and that letting whoever was there know that others have in fact received their wisdom.
Okay.
And are currently present, though if your tea set has completely cooled, we may not be there on the other side.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. With that, I'm going to say you guys are moving down.
Oh, and I guess it's my job to pick who goes next, huh?
It is, in fact.
Hey, Hotaru, you want it?
I guess so.
Sure, take it.
All right. I would like to learn, Nick, about who did Francto say his mother is?
The Mother of Faces, the one at the Forgetful Valley.
I would like to research everything I can about the Mother of Faces and her children.
Okay. I'm assuming when you said, hey, Nick, you meant, hey, Izzy.
That also sounds correct to me, but
I didn't start listening until the second half of your comment, Wex, because you didn't trust me. No,
Words and things.
all good.
Words
We
occasionally
brain
do-
good around here.
Words do occasionally mean things.
Okay, roll me another check.
Okay.
See how much you get.
All right. Let's see. Same deal as before. We'll use my principle of great power.
Okay.
See here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, baby.
Oh no.
All right, got a 10.
Anya.
Okay. So, the Mother of Faces is a spirit, an ancient spirit, who many mortals often have gone seeking blessings from on the day of the solstice from the Forgetful Valley within the Fire Nations. She is ancient. She is powerful. She is the spirit of individuality.
All right.
As such, people go to her when they are often discontented with their lives, seeking a new identity. And if their hearts are pure, and if their ask is reasonable, she will often change that person's fate. Give them a new appearance, take out any unwanted memories, replace them with new memories, reinvent them as an individual. As an ancient and the spirit of individuality, her children, she had 7 offspring, each to help humanity in their need, or to help humanity become more individual. Things that make people different. She's not one who likes people to follow the rules without any reason. She and her offspring promote individual thought and ideas. As such, she and her kin have often, there have been some feuds in the spirit world, and usually it's one of her children or herself that are the cause, because there is a large disagreement among the spirits.
Well, and is it right to assume that these spirits are probably some of the closest to humanity?
Because they are the spirits of the individual, yes. Other spirits, like a spirit of elemental, the spirit of the bodies of water, sun, moon, stars. Those are necessary for life on the planet, but they are not what gives people lives worth living. Make them unique. Her and her offspring all deal with that.
Right.
And, yeah.
Okay, so do I learn who her offspring are?
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
I mean, I know we know who, like, 4 of them are.
Yes. Okay. So her offspring spirits, Mother of Faces being the spirit of individuality. Her spirits are, or her offspring are, the spirit of generosity, a spirit of diligence.
Do they have names out of curiosity, or are they just the spirit of blank?
Okay, I was actually going to say. Okay. So you would have Kanoko, the spirit of comfort.
Yep. That one.
Kinben, the spirit of diligence.
Have we met Kinben? Help me out here, guys.
I believe we met the opposite the opposite of Kinben.
You've met.
Oh yeah, that's the torpor spirit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kimiko, the spirit of decency.
That we have not met that. Wait, Kimiko? We haven't met anyone named Kimiko, have we?
You have not.
I should write these down. Someone
I'm getting them in world building.
Thank you.
Oh, that's actually going to help me, so I know which ones I've listed off already.
I want to wait till the end before I try to.
On occasion, we are helpers.
I've got Kanoko, Kinben, and Kimiko so far.
Okay. Kato, the spirit of generosity.
They all start with K, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Kairi, the spirit of sympathy.
Spirit of
Krieger, the spirit of development.
Could you repeat that one?
Krieger, the spirit of development. And Kamu, the spirit of willpower. I don't think I missed any.
I got 7.
Okay, then you have 7.
All right.
Kato is Kato.
Okay. So what are we left with? Like, or is there anything more for Izzy to tell me?
No, that's what you got there. You got an information about Mother of Faces, and you got her 7 offspring.
Okay. So before I pass it, group talk. Who do we think each of those is? Like, what are the sins for each of those last 3?
questions.
We have lust, envy, and pride left if we are correct on the others.
Yeah. Lust, envy, and pride. I mean, willpower is probably envy. Decency is lust.
Well, I think willpower is gluttony.
Don't we already have gluttony then?
Yeah, that's willpower.
No, I thought gluttony was generosity.
No, generosity is greed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh wait,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Willpower.
I'm sorry. Take that back. Kimiko is the spirit of loyalty. Apologies.
Loyalty.
Loyalty, not
Very
decency.
different than decency, yeah.
Well, that is different.
the opposite of loyalty? I mean, betrayal.
Kimiko, envy, Krieger, pride, Kyrie, lust.
Kimiko's loyalty now, right?
Kimiko would be loyalty, yeah.
Which one's
That's
lust?
My guess is Kyrie, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Krieger, but I think Krieger would be pride.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you there?
Just got back.
Can you switch Kimiko to loyalty instead of decency as he had to correct?
Yeah, sorry.
Can do.
I had to I actually have I have old notes on top of new notes in this particular document. I apologize.
I was just trying to we're just trying to figure out who's who.
Yep.
We're trying to identify the 7 deadly sins. We're mostly guessing, and we're assuming we've gotten all the other ones correct.
We have made assumptions.
Yeah, and I marked who the ones we met are.
I think I'm right.
Assuming the 4 we have are right, that is what my guess. That is what my guess is for the other 3 are.
I just don't know what the opposite of development is.
Well, it's
War?
not necessarily.
Wrath?
Yeah, war.
We've used wrath.
That is a stretch, but
Well, it's not necessarily like.
These aren't exact
Fully
one-to-ones.
opposite?
Yeah, these aren't perfect one-to-ones.
They're not. They're not perfect 1-to-1s.
Look, I just immediately went war because Krieg is war.
I would bet that one's pride.
Seems reasonable to me.
Entirely possible.
I think sympathy is envy and loyalty is lust. That's going to be my hot take guesses.
I think I would have sympathy and loyalty reversed there, but yeah.
Well, anyway. We'll figure it out when we get there, I guess.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll hopefully not figure out because they've hopefully not flipped and they hopefully won't flip.
Okay.
That is clearly what we're going to see happen.
Well, good to learn about them. I guess from there I'll pass to Rizik.
Okay, are we still in yellow?
Yep, you are in the second box of yellow.
Second of how many boxes?
4. Seen here.
Oh, we have a
The
lot
tracker's at the bottom of the map.
more. Where is it at the bottom of the map?
I'm shift-clicking you to it.
Ah, okay, I missed this entirely somehow. I am going to try researching how we would split up an amalgamation of spirits. Basically, that thing where all the spirits combined into one big mess. How we would break that apart.
I thought we had that established that wasn't a spirit.
Yeah, you already did that, and I'm not going to make you roll because you already rolled that information. The answer is if it's an amalgamation of parts, the answer is to defeat its physical form, and it will. Each of the parts will go back to where they came from.
We did already get that. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that we did also do some research into the aspects of spirits before, and that was something that was discussed with the Lotus. I don't think we got into basically ways that could force or push them to switch to an aspect. Is that correct, or am I misremembering? Because other topic would be looking into next would be then basically how could we potentially force or encourage a switch back to the aspects that are a little bit more nice to humans.
I'm just going to give this to you because you kind of already got this. So spirits influence whatever it is they are an aspect of. In the case of humanity, humans' emotions, actions, etc. will influence spirits, say, on that list you guys just made. Switching a spirit from good to bad is trivial. You just need to have people given to vices.
That one we knew, though.
Yes, but switching them back is harder. Because the spirit is then negatively charged and then spreading the addition more of that bad habit. And it becomes a self-perpetuating cycle. It can be broken, but like anything that has become a habit, it's difficult.
Oh, fuck. We've got the flipped spirit of development in the Fire Nation, don't we?
That would make sense.
Okay. That.
Wait. Oh, fuck. I know who it is.
Yeah. Then, assuming can still do some more research, I'm going to do research on weaknesses for potential weaknesses of Mother Glowworm.
Okay, I'll roll that, and this is a very short list.
Yep. Thomas helps. Thomas is a very good helper.
+2.
This would be Otherworldly Mythos. I forgot to say that I was doing Principle of Discovery, even though I meant to.
It's fine.
So-
I'll allow it.
Okay, so this is a 9. Sorry.
I mean, same threshold either way.
Yeah. Yeah, 8 or 9 is the same. Okay. So here's what Rizek gets from that research. And again, this isn't a lot. This is the equivalent of saying, oh, a stake through the heart will kill a vampire. Yeah, that'll kill a normal person too. Spirits, especially ancient spirits, are very hardy. And again, they are, unless they have given up their immortality, you can send them back to the spirit world and their influence will go with them. But they will not be permanently destroyed. Weapons that would work well against them, you find a book and it's referencing, like different exorcism methods or, spirit magic that uses runes. Most of the books that you are looking into to find this information is like already pushed away from Samael, having already read it.
Gotcha.
The other good thing that is useful for beating spirits on any level, but it's better than nothing against an ancient, is using spirit ore that has been refined and forged into weapons. Something that can actually hurt them. Granted, elements can hurt them. Throwing rocks at them could, in theory, hurt them. But spirit ore will actually have a chance of wounding. And not just, having them shake it off. Because, again, ancients are powerful.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to make note of the various runes that seem appropriate, because those are likely going to be important, and yeah, I guess I pass to... Who has not gone? Has Kakan gone this round?
He has
Yeah.
not. No, you have not.
This
Not
one.
yet.
Yeah, I don't think we've been moving people for this round.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, well, I'm on the same side as Kakan, Yara, Miwa, and
What?
Hotaru. Everyone's on the same side.
No, you're not. It's top to bottom. So
Oh, okay.
Rizek and Hotaru have already gone. These Kakan, Yura, and Mingwa still have to go.
Okay. I'll pass to Kakan.
Okay,
Keep the people in the people in the library.
sure. So Kakan, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to I'm gonna go over to the closest person I can find.
So the closest person to your current location would be... Are you talking PC or anybody?
PC.
Okay, you can either go further into the library, and first person you'll have eyes on is Rizek, or Mingwa and Yura are just outside the door of the library.
All right, I'll go to Yura then.
Okay. You take a step outside the library, and again, you just see total cloud cover as though you guys are in the eye of a storm. You have no idea what's below you, but you're apparently on a small patch of earth that is hovering somewhere.
Okay. Great. All right, I'll talk to the two of them and be like, I think I may have found another place that we can go. There
What
is.
location?
It's part of Crush's writings. There's a facility on Ember Island. Part of my last conversation with the spy master said that there may be something of interest there.
That would probably be the most dangerous area for us to go to.
Indeed, but it may have the best answers.
Would that end up... Izzy, question, would that end up being the Crescent Island, library location?
Well, you're not allowed to go there because there are people that you guys were fighting with that were just dropped off there. And that would be irresponsible for the library to leave you there.
That's fair.
The closest points...
No, it's Forgetful Valley and Sun Warrior's home temple for the other Fire Nation spots.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Let me... Which one is Ember Island? I forgot. Ember Island is 44.
You did this to yourself, Izzy.
I did do this to
You
myself.
have yourself to blame.
I think we're going to need to share information soon. I don't know about you.
Probably.
Yeah. No matter where you go, you have a bit of a flight to get to Ember Island if you go anywhere in the Fire Nation. Unfortunately.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
not,
a big...
it's not a
Go
long. It's not a long flight, but it's a flight.
Yeah, Mingwell's gonna kind of squint at Kakan and say, wait, when did you talk to the Spy Master?
The last time we were at, when we were at the prison, the last time I saw him.
Fair enough.
I didn't know where the location of Crush's facility was then, but now I do.
Mingwell's just gonna look at Yura and shrug.
It would probably be very helpful. If we can find what they're doing and stop it there. That may save far more people than anything else we would do.
Hard to argue with that. Although there is the slight problem of will Jasper even agree to, like, come with us and help us fly places if we get off at the Fire Nation?
Would Jasper want to burn parts of the Fire Nation, I think is that argument, that have been bad.
There may also be other dragons that may yet still exist there.
That is true. We may be saving other dragons by doing this.
I guess we'll need to talk to Jasper.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's right by the entrance.
Convenient.
Yep, so I suppose we can just talk to Jasper. Or mostly Minghua can talk to Jasper.
Minghua can serve as translator.
Yeah. Return to the Fire Nation. I was just spirited away from there. I was told it was no longer safe from my kind.
Indeed, it may not be, but some of your kind may yet remain. And more importantly, there may be information there that could lead to the end of this war.
Mingwall's going to add that we don't want you to get hurt, and the choice is yours.
This is going to require a check, folks. So I'm going to need persuasion from Kakan or Mingwa.
Can I use banter?
I will allow banter.
Can I boost this with the idea that logistically this may save other dragons from knowledge of Fire Nation military things?
Sure.
I'm appealing to his pride as a dragon and caring about his kind for this. Boost. Well, I wish I'd rolled for that, but...
Okay, so the 7 gives a +2, and the 6 makes it an 8. So you guys have succeeded. So he is willing to go with you guys. If you choose to go to the...
The 6 was Rizik's old roll.
Oh, you need to roll then. Sorry.
It is time to spend collections.
Oh, fuck you, Dice. Yes, it is time to spend collections. We have a 10.
You mean you have an 8?
With a +2, so we have a 10.
Oh, yes, you do have a... Same threshold.
Math.
If you choose to venture into the Fire Nation, I will aid you. To help more of my kin be brought back and put an end to this tyrannical regime.
Thank you.
Just know I'm not happy about this.
I don't think any of us are.
Okay. Mir or Mingwa, anything else? Because you two kind of got looped into Kakan's conversation there.
I don't have anything else specific. Yira?
I'm going to take that silence.
No, I'm like... I feel like Yura is actually going to ask Jesper what he knows of reaching for the spirit realm, as he is probably the person here who has the best ability to explain what just happened to her.
Good point.
Ziggy, do you still have Jasper as a minion? Sidekick?
Yes, I do.
Please roll his die.
Okay, what is that again? Sorry.
I believe he is a D10.
Just a flat D10?
Just a flat D10. Yeah, minions and sidekicks only ever roll one die. A 5. Succeeds, but with a minor twist. Young one, I have never been to the spirit realm. It requires great focus and meditation for one such as yourself to venture into that realm. But
I believe that I just did a few moments ago.
Mingwell's going to be like, oh, is that what we call passing out now?
Well, if you have just achieved that, I would recommend attempting to do things in the exact same manner and see if you have similar results. Be wary. Reason why many elder dragons say it is not good to wander in the spirit wilds is because your powers there are limited. You have no fire.
There's no bending at all. We are stripped down of everything.
And unlike the dragons of old, you do not have teeth nor talons to protect you.
I have this for what good it is. The sword that mostly has not been used outside of bluffing purposes.
A weapon like that rendered from normal steel may not be enough in the spirit world.
No, doubtful. But it's more information than we would glean otherwise. And I suppose I might as well try right now, even though I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna work. Because I am not near the... because I'm not near the spiritual nexus?
No, you need to be in that shrine.
Yep. Or in something like that, basically.
Yeah. You need to be in a place that is saturated with spiritual energy. Any place the library could travel to would suffice. You know that much.
Yep. Something we can know. I think Yira is actually just going to experiment to see, can I use remote viewing to feel more about the library while I'm here?
The library?
And the people in it?
The people in it, no. The library itself is alive.
But it is also a spirit.
Yes, because it is a spirit. It is alive.
Like I said,
and that spirit shelters. You can't sense anything within the doors because the spirit blocks it.
Okay. But I can tell it's being blocked.
It's more like DBZ logic. There's one massive power source on your radar, and you're not getting the tiny blips inside because it's just overwhelming you. Like if you're staring at the sun, you're not going to notice somebody like lighting a candle half a block away in the middle of the day.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, well, if you can go down and check again, that's fine. But looks over. How much longer do we have of Franco is distracting his sibling?
He's not purposely distracting. They are just chatting. Like, you guys have until one of you walks over to them. By the way, you guys are now in the third box of yellow. I will allow you 2 minutes to talk amongst each other, because Izzy now needs a bio break.
What? Izzy's not supposed to do those things. Poor Shane.
Poor Shane.
I think I do want to still research Spiritor, but I think I might wait until that becomes red, because I have a better die for it. I think the next action I'll research is probably going to be the thing about mantle related to the spirit mantles, mostly to see if there's something related to, like, would having someone else pick up the mantle of Father Glowworm be something that both can be done and would be beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
I will point out, time is passing while we're doing this. Do we want to still be in the library during red?
Probably not.
Yeah. I was not sure what time having been passing means here, but that is
Neither am I, but I'm
I mean,
assuming that if we take a long time, that fun things will have happened.
I mean, the
My
easy
guess
answer
it
is
has
Bossing
to do
Say
with Bossing Say.
Okay, other question. Are we going to be able to save Bossing Say? Like,
Not if we step out in the Fire Nation.
Yes, but even beyond that, just question of in-universe, are we going to be able to actually has to be asked?
I mean...
Maybe. It's a stopgap measure rather than going after the root causes, though.
We do have a lot of the Spiritor, but that would be take time to refine.
I mean, the bigger thing is that we're, saving lives.
Yeah.
Which is very true.
It's very important. Like, we can probably help we can probably help deal with the siege.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a question of, can we help deal with the siege and also get back to that place, though? I don't remember how far away on the map it is, but getting back into the Fire Nation, traditionally sounds like a pretty hefty ask.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, we already also have to crash that wedding at some point.
Yeah, but that's going to be the end of the game. Like, I think Izzy has blatantly said that's going to functionally wind up being our final session, probably.
Is it?
I mean, it's the type of thing that would be a fitting epilogue.
Well, or
like our final boss fight type thing.
Or, like, there's a reason why Crash or the Fire Lord or other people would potentially be there when we get there, so it could be also set dressing for final boss fight.
Yep.
I don't know. Seems like Bossing Say is the more moral choice.
Yeah, I think if we can,
we still have a Fire Nation ship. We could probably sneak into Ember Island somehow.
That is a good point.
We have ways of getting there, it just takes time. Bossing Say probably is the thing of it is going to fall without intervention.
Mm-hmm.
That's very likely.
Yeah.
Yep. I suppose the question is, do we want to go from without or come up from underneath then?
If we go, well, if we can earthbend from underneath, then sure. Yeah, if we can pick some crystals up along the way.
That was sort of my thought there is, if we do come in from underneath,
I mean, underneath and from behind both have like different strategic benefits. Both would be catching people off guard.
Coming in from within is going to cause some problems with some of our company, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, wait, what do you mean, which company do you think it would be problems for?
The people with spirits attached to them.
Okay, going to Bossing Say in general is going to be a problem for Nara.
True. But that's also a question of, do we actually have to enter the city?
Point of interest, Nara had no
While
problem.
they're focusing on siege, attacking them from behind could let us hit them pretty hard as well.
I do not think that we are going to be capable of breaking a siege like that all on our own. Like that many spirits.
I mean, if we can dispel them, then we don't really need to beat them. But
so Nara didn't have any trouble getting through that barrier. You guys knew that.
All right.
Yeah, it was a Franco problem, wasn't it?
No, it was me. Well, I mean, no, that's not true. It was a Franco thing, but also I experienced some pain at that. Yeah.
You experienced it because you were literally putting your hand through and pulling it out, testing it, and not just walking through. Because you walked through it once and you didn't notice.
Right.
It's not like it stopped you. Franco, it would have physically, halted.
Right.
If you guys remember, Caden tried touching it, and it was literally like a force field that he could not get through.
Right.
Your PCs, all of you, did not have that issue.
Right.
So, the question is up to you guys. Do you want to continue researching, or do you wish to do something else?
I
think we've learned enough.
I have one topic I want to research just because it's probably necessary. I can skip the other topics I had remaining, but I probably should do the research on how to refine spirit.
What are the topics you had left, out of curiosity?
Basically, the more research on mantles, because I wanted to see if there was something that could be done to make sure that, like, a spirit picks up the mantle of Father Glowworm, if that still hasn't happened yet. And then there was Spirit Ore, which I was kind of waiting to the last one to do because it's the best type.
Okay. Again, up to you guys.
Again, I feel like we're just taking more time doing this. We cannot dedicate to researching everything.
That's fair. I want to do Spirit Ore before we leave, just because refining Spirit War weapons are going to be important. It sounds like, and we do not know how to refine that currently.
I think that's actually a completely reasonable thing.
Sure. Okay, fine.
Like, that might actually be dramatically important for the fight we're going into.
Okay. Research. Give me a roll.
Okay. Thomas is helping.
Yep.
That's still +2, I believe, right?
Yes.
I'm not sure if this should be Discovery or Gearhead, because both basically apply now.
Yeah, it's fine. Also, Rex hasn't said anything. Is he still here, or did he bio?
I'm still there. I don't have much to say right now.
Ah, okay. Actually, Sean, we'll do something after. Wow!
I'm going to use a collection to make that one of those D10s a 10,
sure.
And that will be a 12.
Okay, you just know how to refine Spirit Ore.
Nice.
Okay,
And I imagine as I am going over this is when I'm going to be yoinked up by Meanwhile or someone and brought out.
Hold on a minute. Before that, so as you're reviewing it, like, actually, Arashi was also looking up that as a better way to fight like ancient spirits. So between the two of you, putting your heads together and you look at it, spirit ore is a mineral that has been translocated from the spirit world. It's like residual energy that has manifested itself in a crystalline form. To get it into a usable shape, ironically, you have to do something to it that is unheard of in the spirit world, but is very commonplace in the natural world. You actually need to imbue it with the 4 elements. Need to superheat the crystal with fire bending. As it's superheating, you need to pound it using rocks from the earth to break the exterior crystal to get the purified minerals inside. And as it's heating and being crushed, it will slowly turn liquid. You use water bending to shape it, and then you use air bending to cool it in, and that is what makes the tool that you will ultimately have. Depending on what other aspects you introduce to the spirit ore, if it has come into contact with a spirit or with an aspect of a spirit, you can imbue it with different affinities. So normally, if you just want to refine it and make it into a weapon, you have a weapon that is strong against spirits. This is the kind of stuff that the members of the White Lotus are currently using. Stone Jinwei and his team have weapons such as these. If you continue to overload it with a element, you can imbue it with that element, or make it like a blank card where it absorbs the elements around it. Think the Spy Master's rings.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very versatile metal, and you can almost will it to be what you need it to be. But you need to have a strong willpower. The term energy bending comes up in your research, and it's not really a thing. But
row.
Oh,
We gained it.
we gained a watcher. And actually, since Thomas is the one helping you out, he's like, oh, that's something I think we can do. Pointing at,
Really?
the passage. Yeah, that's how I shared my gift with you.
Huh.
It's really exhausting, though.
Gotcha. So you don't need to do it. So we'll try to avoid having you needing you to do that. Don't want to get you too tired out, and don't know how much you could even do that.
I mean, I want to help.
Don't worry, you are. There's a lot that wouldn't be able to do without you. And there's a lot where we wouldn't have been able to get this far without you.
I wouldn't have gotten this far without you. He's going to say as he kind of like snuggles up against your leg.
We'll kind of pet the lion turtle on the head.
He has a very shaggy mane of hair.
Yeah, we'll do the best I can there.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I think that was the last thing we were writing on. So.
Okay. As you're all like deciding to come back over, a couple of things you guys notice. First off, not Minghua, dear God. Nara is booking it around a corner, like using her sneaky stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Like up on tippy toes, just like trying to get away from something. Clearly she's done something. Han is talking to Francto, shaking his hand and heading back towards the rest of you. And Hotaru, as you're putting back a book, you're looking at that little clay badger mole that you'd set out on the table that reminds you oh so much of your sweetness. And the library rocks for just a second, and the Badgermole hits the ground, shattering into a million pieces.
Yeah, I think I'm going to close the book and get back to everyone.
Aha, it is now time to rush. Yes.
All right. Alrighty, so if you're all going to reconvene, Francto and Kamu are going to be continuing talking, and Kamu's like, "Oh yes, my apologies. I'm sorry. Time seemed to get away from us. We haven't seen each other in centuries. Have you all decided where you wish to be dropped off?"
All right, so team, do we go for the? I believe we're going for the. We definitely going to help people.
Please take us to Ba Sing Se.
Do we want to go underneath Ba Sing Se, or do we want to go out into the desert?
I'm not waiting for a response from the group, is he? I'm
think-
telling him we're going to Ba Sing Se if no one stops me.
I think underneath might make so most sense.
Let's go underneath Ba Sing Se, the Crystal Caverns.
Well, if you are all in agreement, no need to rush, child. All good things come in time. You just need to wait for it. Relax. Deep breaths. You look flustered.
If I wait too long, it might be too late. Please take us there, good spirit.
Wang Shitong! And Kamu is going to turn his giant hand into a tentacle, wrap it around a ledge on a higher floor, and kind of Spider-Man fling himself up higher as he looks for your friendly neighborhood owl spirit. And after a few moments, you are all going to feel the library beginning to tremble.
One quick question as well. I forget, did we just take the crystals that we didn't put back into the wall, or were those left behind?
Yeah,
I believe there were a few shards left from the mining that were grabbed, which were already separate.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hotaru grabbed, I'm going to say 3 crystals.
I am going to ask if it would be okay if I took some of the other unearthed crystals.
The rest have been sealed away and are back in the mine.
Oh, if they're all sealed and back in the mine, then never mind.
Yeah, you are. Don't forget, you are currently atop the Central Air Temple Shrine. There's one crystal there, and it's a very big one.
Yeah, no, not going to take that. Sorry, was just I couldn't remember if there was pile that had been left out or what was done with it. So.
No. There is actually pieces of the mech suits, kind of strewn back in that corner. But that's it.
I'll probably take that metal with us when we leave, unless they want it.
They don't. We're
going to need metal in this fight, so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can add that to your sheet. You have, I don't know. I'm just put generic metal pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you guys are going to be taken to the Crystal Catacombs upon. After the rocking of the library shakes, again, lots of books start falling down. You see a couple of books land atop Han's head when he wasn't paying attention and out cold.
Seems to happen to him a lot recently.
Yeah.
We need to get him a helmet or something.
Nara's going to run over and be like, "Oh no, Dad!" Another book, twice as heavy. And Nara's out. Caden's going to wander over to you guys and just be like, "Did you find everything you needed?"
We found it.
No, but we hopefully found enough.
I learned some waterbending forms. I hope it'll be helpful.
That will actually be incredibly helpful.
Caden's gonna have trouble if we let him out here. Well, the reason he came with us was because he physically couldn't get into the city, remember?
Yep. In any case, you guys the doors will open and Kamu Francto will wave goodbye. "Thank you all so much for all your help." Kamu will just be sitting there waving, just like, "Yes, and please, if you find us again, you are all more than welcome in the library at any point in time. Except for you two. 100 years, and then you are more than welcome to come back, but 100 years nonetheless. Rules must be abided by.
Actually, before we leave real quick, we'll let Arashi and Samael know that, like, they probably should leave with us.
Oh, they heard this conversation. They're going with you guys.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Like, they have done as much as they can, and, like, if you guys had told them that, like, stuff was going down 2 sessions ago, so, yeah, they're ready to pack up and go.
Time to get going.
Yep. Alright, so you guys exit the library, and you're in this underground cavern with all these crystals all around. Different colors, all of them. Some white, some black, some green. There's a small little underground river flowing through here, and it seems like the entire area is just encased in rock. You would all recognize this area from episode 19 and 20 of Season 2.
Of course we will.
Yeah.
We know exactly which episode you're talking about.
The Crossroads of Destiny. I hope you all know what it is.
There's only one Crystal Caverns, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know there's only... that's, like, clear, but, like, when he starts saying, you'll recognize this from... and gives off an episode number, it's just...
You're at the...
You have to go, will we?
It's just
really?
he could practically tell us any number and we'd probably believe him.
You're at the crossroads of your destiny, Prince Zuko.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, all of you pile out. Jasper is not too happy being underground. You like hear him just being like grumble, grumble.
Sorry.
We'll be out momentarily.
So I'm not even gonna make you make an overcome. Assuming Hotaru wants to, Hotaru can quickly make a path for you guys to get out of this.
Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to want to come back here later, so we should remember where it is.
Yeah. So
I remember where we parked.
as soon as you guys see daylight, between Jasper and BB, all of you are going to get swooped up and shot out of this hole like a rocket. Turning back around to see exactly where this is, you can literally see that this hole is behind a couple of bushes on one of the walls of the Earth King's palace in the High City. That hole that you made is obscured to the public, but you know where it is. And as you fly up overhead, you're kind of in shock. The upper city seems to be going about its day. A lot of very richly dressed individuals walking around, seemingly oblivious to the world that's going on just outside their walls. Beyond the upper city walls, again, the upper city is a large area. You come to the wall that separates the upper city from the middle city, the middle ring. And people here are a touch more panicked, at least as you head south. Because as you head south, you can see these gigantic creatures from your vantage point up high in the sky, slowly starting to break buildings and just destroy streets, upturn carts, and it looks like there is a militia surrounding them. And these spirits are in the just outside the wall that leads from the middle ring to the lower ring, the lower city.
And it was only the outermost wall that had the onyx coating? Well, actually, that's the only one we would have seen regardless.
Yes, correct. So, to give you guys an idea of what's going on here, let me see, I had a kind of a map prepped for this. Imagine this, if you will. As you guys are flying overhead on your two steeds, Jasper and BB, all of you in tow, Caden, Samael, and Arashi as well. You're looking down. There is a grouping of guards, the same kind of guards that you saw effectively letting you through customs back when you first entered the city, manning the second wall. And the wall between the middle city and the lower city is much shorter and much narrower than the Great Wall that Frankto was building that was surrounding the outside. Think a fraction of it. It maybe goes 20 feet tall and is maybe 10 feet thick. It's nothing like the previous. It does not appear that there is anything holding spirits back. As you get closer, you see all these soldiers hurling boulders from the top of this wall down low, and they look exhausted, like they haven't slept all night. Among them, you will see Boomy, who is refortifying the wall as large black spirits and all these tiny critters are just kind of skittering around and punching into this middle wall, leaving large cracks into it. You also look around, you see a couple of other familiar faces. You see the rest of the White Lotus actually in the thick of it. It looks as though there is a very large spirit, probably 20 feet tall, that has been chained down with some kind of glowing ethereal links that is presently incapacitated, laying on the ground. But a bunch of smaller spirits are continuing to swarm, and they too look exhausted.
Is he to find rest of the White Lotus?
Your Red Lotus friends.
To find the rest of them.
Stone Jinwei. Yes. The answer is yes.
Oh, she's there?
She's there.
Oh, good. She's alive?
Yes.
Okay.
An earthquake that happens halfway across the world. You think that's foretelling or something? No, it's Stone Jinwei, Shibu, Akasaka, and Yukie are there. They all look exhausted. As you glance over the battlefield, you notice that the first wall is still up. The initial wall of the city is still there, but there are spirits that have somehow gotten through the force field, including that monstrosity that Nara had a hand in creating.
We got to take that thing out.
And it is generating more and more spirits that are spawning off of it and running into the city from it. It is staying close to the first wall. And as you look at it, you're like, how did they first even get through here? You see this massive hand of that tree monster break through what you guys know to be the weak point in that force field with a closed fist, and then its hand gets laid on the ground and its palm opens up, and more spirits disperse and start running into the city. And then its hand slowly retracts out, as though it's going to bring in more reinforcements.
Right, so tree monster first. Although I'm guessing, that's the one that Mother Glowworm was riding on.
Mm-hmm. You do not see Mother Glowworm in this battlefield.
Do we see anything besides the spirits in the battlefield?
It looks like there are some earthbenders that are throwing rocks at other earthbenders.
Huh.
Oh.
In fact...
But no Fire Nation?
No Fire Nation. Everybody make me an awareness check very quickly. Awareness or insight?
Awareness.
Are we in red or yellow?
Actually, you guys are going to be presently at green. The scene tracker is resetting.
I'm going to boost someone.
I'm going to boost someone as well with the...
my roll is generally very good, though I have rolled already.
I got a...
Unless, Izzy, can I use either of my principles here for boy have I seen battlefields before, so I know how to take this in?
Yes.
Actually, never mind. I will roll because I have principles.
I'll give Kakan a spyglass.
I got a 10.
Cool, that's better than me.
Kakan
the spyglass boost me by?
Kakan gets a 3, a +3.
which
Okay,
is a
so I'm gonna
+4 on
second.
con.
Okay, Kakan and Mingwa both get success with minor twist.
I also have success with minor twist.
And okay, so success with a minor twist. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. So looking around, the information you get before this battle is this what I'm thinking?
I note that Yira also got a uncontested success.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
I just got 10 straight up.
I know what I'm giving you. Where the hell is the? I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the map I prepped. I think this is it.
What?
Yep.
You need a map?
Yep. Okay. We'll start off here. Sorry. Boom. Those guys are away. Okay. So, as you guys land, looking around, seeing everything take in, you guys are going to look down and see Boomy waving you over to give you a little bit more of a lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
That seems very reasonable.
And as he's doing, he's like, "This is terrible. There's no joking matter on this. We're going to lose this fight unless something happens quickly. They're taking our troops." And as you look down from your minor twists, you're going to see that a bunch of bruised earthbending soldiers who kind of like got left behind and were getting swarmed by the blackened spirits that look like Heartless and like some of the darkened wolves. Whatnot. After they are knocked out, they are being dragged over towards the hand of the giant tree monster, and then it is closing its fist when there are 5 people in there, retracting it back through the force field area where it is weakened, and then a few minutes later, the hand returns with several more spirits and those same 5 earthbenders now running forward and attacking their fellow soldiers.
Is there green goo involved at that point?
You can't tell, but Boomy is telling you that they're doing something to turn our own troops against us. Every inch they take is slowly turning our own army against us.
That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Boomy is going to tell you that the members of the White Lotus have been trying to defeat the spawning monster seen here, but the multi-hand one is protecting it very well. If you guys can defeat the spawner, all the monsters that it created should dissolve, according to Stone Jinwei.
Okay.
Is what Boomy is going to say.
Then we got to deal with the spawner.
And Demon Spawner's the one that's chained down?
No, there's just another large creature that is chained down.
And what's the status on multi-hand?
Mother Glowworm is not present.
Okay, so Mother Glowworm had actually been riding on the multi-handed one then?
No, the multi-handed one is inside. Okay, so the tree thing is half in, half out. It keeps sticking its hand into the portal, but it is still outside the city limits. If you look closely, you can see Mother Glowworm is on one of its hands, and you can assume she is infecting the people that it is pulling through. You guys can just get that. Being completely transparent with you guys have options here. Your option first is if you want to take the battle to the Demon Spawner and the multi-handed one, you can do that. The Demon Spawner, if you defeat it, most of the other big threats will dissolve, making your fight with Mother Glowworm easier. Alternately, you can just go straight for Mother Glowworm because you know where she is.
Okay.
You guys have the option. Do you want this to be a 2-step battle where you will be spending resources to make the second half of it easier, or do you just want to go hard mode and try to beat Mother Glowworm when she has tons of assets available?
I'm inclined to go the 2-step.
Yeah, I'm inclined to weaken her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
That seems like definitely the better idea.
Yep. Okay.
Besides, the big thing is our problem. We need to take care of it.
Yep.
Very fair. All right.
Us without Nara to actually point the finger at.
All right.
I swear, Izzy, I know it's unlikely, but if you make it so that fucking Bazu's the final villain...
There's a very good chance of that. I have some things to tell you guys, by the way.
I remember you giving the out-of-character overview of that, which is where my brain started going that direction. I'm just like, they better not. But also, it's Izzy, so...
Yeah.
It's Izzy, so he might just.
Yep.
Well, now the idea is out there in the world.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thanks, I hate it.
Okay, so just so you guys are aware, the demon spawner counts as an environment in this case. To be able to defeat it, you need to get through the multi-handed monster, which can, as you know, grow and shrink to be whatever size it needs to be. If you get through that, you can, since it's pretty much trapped in here, you can pretty much trivially destroy it with a couple of overcomes when it is undefended. And when I say undefended, I mean either you have taken out the multi-handed monster or you have gotten it into a different zone. Right now, all these monsters are in one zone, which is right by the wall of Ba Sing Se, which is represented by where this tree monster is, half in shadow and half out of shadow.
Right.
Okay?
Uh-oh.
So just to clarify, they're all just inside or just outside the wall?
They are just inside the wall where the force field barrier should be. So everybody has access to it. Like they were effectively hand dropped in.
Mm-hmm.
If you manage to take out the multi-handed one, or if you push it to a different zone, and right now this zone is far away from the wall that Boomy is standing on, holding down the fort between the lower and middle ring, which I'm going to say is represented by the shadow on the far left where Jasper is presently.
Yep, makes sense.
I can put Boomy over there if you guys want.
Yeah.
I'll leave Jasper there just so you guys know it. The other thing to note about this is while there are some spirits attacking the wall, you also have earthbenders that are there to defend it. So it's not really a major issue for you. The problem is there are earthbenders slowly making their way from the outer wall to this mid wall that are not in their right mind. And if an earthbender gets to this stone wall, it's coming down. So you guys...
Or at least distracting all available current defenses.
Pretty much. So, I'm going to have a couple of earthbenders at the low end of the screen, and as they progress, the closer they get to the left side, the worse it is for you guys.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can I kind of negate them?
There's a lot of them. They are effectively representing your scene tracker.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
If that makes sense. So if you get to out, they have made it to the wall, and Ba Sing Se will not be able to stand. So, with that all being said, are you guys ready for this?
Let me bio break first.
The answer is not entirely, but
I could use a little water since I doubt this combat's finishing today.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I'm also gonna get some water.
Okay.
Man, I wish we had more time between things. I do not like going into this with other half of my health missing.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing half your health?
I just remembered that. I took 16 damage in the firefight.
What is it with people and being injured in combat?
What firefight?
The
Fire Nation fight.
Oh,
the library.
Yep.
I got kicked a lot.
Yes, you did. So these are Earth Kingdom soldiers. I need to populate this map a little bit. 10. Wait a minute. How did I not bring... I thought I brought them all onto the map already. I guess I didn't. All right, let me go find the members of the Lotus group.
The members of the Red Lotus that came with us from the library, will they be joining the wall or joining the melee with us?
So actually, the Lotus members that are currently with you guys, are pretty much up for you guys to determine what you want to do with them.
I'm inclined to have them up with us.
Okay. I mean, again, whatever happens, this will ultimately affect you guys in one way or another. There.
Oh, absolutely, but just having, honestly, more damage and targets in the, full-on mosh pit.
Fair. Okay, here they are. I need to grab Boomy. Can you guys read all their names?
Yeah, I think leave Boomy at the wall, and maybe the, Red Lotus that was already on the wall.
Fair.
Because, defenders for the rest of the city is still fucking useful.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, can you see Boomy's name?
Yes.
Where?
Zoom way out.
Oh, yep. Does Boomy represent the city as a whole?
I mean, he is an asset you guys can use.
I'm inclined to so, as I was saying, while some people were out and may still be out, I'm inclined to leave everyone who is currently defending the middle ring on that wall, but, the people who came with us from the library fight with us in the mosh pit.
That seems reasonable unless we need a sudden interrupt from one of the current defenders.
Which is kind of my thought. But, we need... we don't want to suddenly leave that wall undefended, because that's a bad idea.
When would we ever commit bad ideas?
We're a tabletop party.
That said, looking at what we have done so far to this campaign.
Tee-hee! Hi, Izzy. You're welcome.
I'm enjoying myself. Okay.
I admit the wrap-up is going to be fascinating.
I'll bet. Okay, so you guys have some earthbenders down here representing how they're getting through. For the most part, you guys can assume that the earthbenders down here are, in one way or another, fighting themselves. And whenever I roll environment dice, one of the things that I'm going to be checking is to see who's winning tides as far as their fighting. Mm-hmm. There's also, so it's like Earth Kingdom soldiers versus corrupted Earth Kingdom soldiers and spirits.
Look, there's a reason I called this fight the Mosh Pit.
Yeah.
True.
Alright, I need you.
Hello, Cat. I don't need to be able to see my computer screen at all. This is fine.
I don't
No,
need
you only need pet cat.
He is good cat, then. He understands.
Okay. One thing of note, I will say this, there is another spirit outside with Mother Glowworm that may come in. You guys would remember Sombra, right?
Yeah,
I don't.
The shadow guy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That must have been a session I wasn't there for. I recognized the sprite, but I didn't interact with it.
Session we met the sun.
Yep, yeah. I was not there.
Unfortunate. Okay, so as far as your group is concerned, you guys have a couple of people at your command for this. Ziggy, since you bought him, you have full control over Jasper. He will either stick with you or he will do a command on your turn. Rizik, you still have Thomas, obviously. Is Sean there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you still have Thomas. Your minions will act both on your turns. I'm going to have the White Lotus members act on Stone Jin's turn. You'll be represented up above. Earth Kingdom soldiers on your side will be represented by Boomy. Enemies will be represented by this Heartless. Those are going to.
Yep.
And the demon. And the demon spawner is itself.
The environment.
Is the environment, and the multi-handed monstrosity is the villain you have to deal with. As far as things you guys would know, all Earth Kingdom soldiers and Heartless are minions, a couple of the specialized... The larger of these small icons here are going to represent lieutenants. Actually, I will just make these all uniform just to make it easier for you guys. There's multiple flavors of it, but like the Dark Wolf Spirit and the Fire Breather are lieutenants. Everything else can be counted as a minion. So, and the track is lieutenants are the wolves and Heartless are the minions. And there are lots of them, just so you know.
Boy, are there.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It's not like Izzy's been preparing for this for a while or anything.
15 sessions.
Great.
Give or take.
Yeah, there's also a couple of flying monsters that are... I'm going to say these are just the corrupted ones for this. Okay. Okay, so, all that being said, your first action, your free action, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to talk as per usual so you can figure out your strategy. This is also when I will, at the end of this 2-minute talk, the first thing I want you guys to do is tell me what NPCs you guys have that are coming with you or that are going to be staying at the midsection defensive wall. That is entirely up for you guys to figure out, and if also everybody can drag your token over here, I would appreciate it, and I will resize as you discuss.
All right, so we basically need to take out Hand Guy and take out Hand Guy and the others to take out the spawn.
We all really need anyone on AoE, slamming things.
Yeah, I can be on AoE duty.
I'm also on AoE duty.
Okay, I'm a heavy single hitter. I'll focus handed.
I can also throw a persistent hinder on hands.
Please do. That would be amazing. I believe Sam.
I can hinder single target attack, whichever is better.
Probably Hotaru. Yeah, I mean, some of this is we're going to have to change on the fly based on what they're doing, but I think Hotaru and Minghua focus on Hanzi.
All right,
and then since Arashi and Samael were the ones with us in the library, they're coming with us into the mosh pit.
Okay. Are you guys bringing any of the other members? Yukie, Shibu, Stone Jin?
Stone Jin definitely stays on defense.
Yeah.
I'd like to bring Yukie.
Okay. I will drag her up near you guys. In fact, Wex, I'm going to give you control of her token.
Oh, no.
All the more dramatic when she dies.
Yep, now you have all the responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay. If you guys are... Okay, so if you're staying behind, group yourselves up with Boomy, or tell me which tokens you want me to put near him. If you're going to the front, put yourself above Jasper. Above Jasper.
I'm going to the south, where the monstrosities and shades and earth.
I mean, I believe all of us are.
Yeah.
That's the front, Ziggy.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to ask for the NPCs. Samael.
With us.
With you guys. Okay. Kakan, you're going with them, so I will drag you up top. Stone Jinwei, you guys said you're leaving with Boomy?
Boomy.
Okay. Akasaka, the samurai swordsman.
He feels single target, so he probably wants to be on team strike in the middle.
Does that mean with you guys, or
us, I believe. That's with us then, right?
Yeah, that's with us.
Okay. Arashi.
Don't remember what he did.
Waterbender.
Sure.
Yeah,
I think we want one of Arashi or Hama with us and the other here, so we probably
I'd agree with that.
Okay.
I think we might want Arashi more with his team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're killing some of their team.
Okay.
Arashi seems like a team player.
Okay. Shibu. Chi blocking airbender.
I mean, I'm honestly inclined to say Wall, because that means she's a highly mobile defender for things that are slipping
Yeah, I
in.
think Wall also because since she's a chi blocker, she can actually take out earthbenders who are being bad non-lethally.
Right.
Fair. Okay. Wei Jin.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's here.
Why doesn't he?
Okay, bad person me says chuck him outside the wall and see what happens.
Okay.
I feel like he should just be a giant distraction. Like he can, if he is as strong an earthbender as
No, not Stonejin. Wei Jin, his brother that you shaved bald. He is in the city now.
Mr. Green Goo Man.
Yeah.
Why is he with us right now?
That's why I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And bad person says chuck him outside the wall, see what happens.
We probably actually don't want him near any of us because he's currently used as an unknowing spy.
We don't want him anywhere near here. Can we have left him in, like, the middle district?
I mean, he's on the wall right now, looking out over... Because he's a citizen who wants to help.
Leave him there.
Yeah, leave him there.
Or leave him there. If he messes things up, it is the Earth Kingdom's fault.
Okay, Caden.
I don't think we want to give him full oversight of the battle. I think we would want to move him somewhere where he has less view of what's going on.
I'm not sure we have a good option for that because otherwise he's coming with us, which is worse.
Caden, I'm inclined to leave on defense duty.
I'm trying to remember what was Caden again?
Caden's the Latin turtle.
He's the one you pulled out of a core that is a fresh waterbender.
We can't send him into the wall. I think he basically has to come with us.
Yeah.
What are you talking? He's already inside the walls. Too late on that front.
So he can help you guys when you're fighting against the multi-handed one, but if you try to take him out of the city, he can't go.
By the way, that probably means he's not a lion turtle.
Yeah. They did say that they later found a better option.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which sounds like it could be what he is whatever their better option was.
Yeah, because lion turtles are, like, corporeal creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
So,
anyway, I'm inclined to leave him with Boomy.
Up to you. Yeah, I feel like leave with Boomy was probably the right call there, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. All right. So with that, your numbers have been prepared. I'm going to say Nara and Han are obviously going to be with you guys, but probably going to be on the safety of BB for the time being.
Yes.
That feels accurate.
And yeah, you guys are off. So, the question is, for this first round, where are you guys having Jasper take you, or are you going on foot?
I think we're getting airdropped.
Yeah, I think the question is, are we going to try and airdrop some of us more directly on the big threat, or are we all going to go in as a group?
Well, again, you guys can split the difference, and some of you can keep flying and go fight Mother Glowworm, while others of you are...
We are not splitting that fight.
No, I think it's a question of, like, if everyone zoomed out, are we having some, like, here cleaning house while others go straight here to the multi-handed monster? Or are we going to push through the small group first as a team?
I get that the small group isn't going to just disappear. They're constantly ferrying more in.
I thought part of what we were doing was keeping them off of the walls, too.
Yes, which is why we have Team AoE. Oh, I don't like that tracker.
Yeah, it's not a very friendly tracker. Well, it's very friendly to me, but...
It's friendly to me as well, but I don't like it.
This is called the Epic Tracker, guys. I don't break this out for just nothing. But this means things are going to be escalating quickly.
Yes, it does.
I think the big thing there is we want to keep... But we have multiple sources of things we want to keep minions away from? Or are we just saying the walls can defend themselves, we're going straight for the...
No,
we need people on AoE.
Han is going for the Earthbenders.
Okay.
Actually, just drag yourselves over. If you're with... I'm just going to draw big black lines to differentiate zones. So this is...
Thank you. I think, yeah, zone differentiation is the important bit.
Yeah, okay. So, first things first. This is going to be the defending the wall, at the wall. Next up, the mid area where there is fighting amongst spirits and earthbenders is going to be Zone 2. More earthbenders and spirits are coming in from back alleys leading in through the wall. You guys will not be able to get all of them.
I'm back.
And then the third and final zone is going to be against your multi-handed monster.
I'm back. What did I miss?
You died.
Oh, darn.
Okay. I think bare minimum we get Jasper to drop us off here, but
Mingwa wants to dive bomb.
yeah, that's the other thing is dive bomb the big threat feels like probably the best plan.
I don't think I want to dive bomb off, but I want to get close enough to hit the big threat.
You fight from atop Jasper makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So if everybody will kindly put themselves into the zone that you think makes the most sense for you to be in.
Oh boy, and of course the Earthbenders start out in Zone 2.
I don't suppose I can just put myself on top of Jasper on the "this is flying around."
Sure, you can, but Jasper will also only ever be in one zone.
Yep, he'll be one zone at a time, but yeah.
For simplicity's sake, I'm putting Jasper below the zone he is presently in. Okay. Where do you guys want members of the White Lotus to go? Thank you. Also, are there any members that you have assigned to wall duty, Stone Jin, Hama, that you want in Zone 2 rather than wall?
I thought we wanted a waterbender with us, and that would probably be Hama.
No, we've got one already.
Yeah, you have Arashi.
We have Arashi.
Oh, right. So Arashi's coming with. Never mind. I mistook which one we're sending where.
We probably want, honestly, probably 2 people on AOE duty in Zone 2 at least.
Yeah, I'll go to Zone 2.
Okay, put yourself in Zone 2. Which of these NPCs do you want with you in there?
We probably want Mr. Swordsman in Zone 3.
Zone 2 is this one, Ziggy. Zone 3, you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, just for clarification, Zone 3 to you guys is the multi-handed monster?
Yep. Zone 3 is us trying to speedrun the boss.
Quick question, actually.
Yes.
Because I might need to put myself in a different area. I wouldn't be able to hit where the multi-headed monster from where I am currently, right?
No, you need to be in the same zone. Zoning isn't...
I guess I will have gone off with you guys.
Okay.
Thomas is staying on Jasper, though.
Okay. Then Thomas is...
I have to deal with children. Mingwa, you can take me with you wherever you're going.
You're in Zone 3.
Okay, Zone 3.
Go Team Zone 3.
All right. Kakan, do you want support in Zone 2?
He shouldn't be there alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take one other person.
All right. A PC or an NPC?
Hotaru's with me.
Right.
Which probably means Yukie is as well.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
I mean, I probably will switch over to Zone 2 after I hit the big dude once.
I guess I'll take either Kaden or Shibu. What do you think?
Caden's staying on the wall. I was going to say I take Arashi and Samael both.
Both of them? I thought you needed the waterbender, though.
I mean, they're not... They're just flat out not assigned right now.
Yeah, they're just there.
Okay, yeah, I'll take Samael.
Okay. And Arashi is staying on wall, I guess?
That, I believe, is the current plan.
Okay.
Let's kick Arashi into Zone 2.
Okay, sure.
Okay, yeah. Kakan has some aid.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
We're making choices.
Are you guys happy with this zoning?
We're not going to get happier, so...
Yeah, I don't think there's a good way to do this.
Nope.
There is not, in fact. Alrighty.
Curse you, Izzy.
And we're technically down 2 party members, so shit got harder. Yay.
Yes, it did.
Isn't it fun?
It should be. Alrighty. Well, with that all being said and done,
We're definitely not getting through the whole fight tonight.
No.
Nope.
Well, I'm sure you guys will at least get through green tonight. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first because I also kind of want to get out of zone 3 as soon as it becomes a possibility.
Sure.
Fair.
Well, Jasper is flying around with Thomas with him, so unfortunately you don't presently have a boost machine for you because he is in zone 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thomas will, I guess, just fling some metal at some of the stuff below them.
Okay, roll me a d8.
And
He kills one of the small dudes.
I will spend one of the 2+4s I have, and I am basically the seals that would work well against spirits, and all the things from like Samael, and basically going to make those sigils out of metal bending and force them, basically fuse them to the bind them around the multi-handed monster as a way of doing basically a hopefully persistent hinder against it.
Okay. Sure.
I probably have to use otherworldly mythos, not technology, for this.
You kind of do.
Yeah, so. Thankfully, those are 2 6s, so that's still a 9, which is a minus.
I thought you said you threw a +4.
Oh, yeah, +4, 10. Sorry.
Okay, so you're giving it a persistent -3.
Yep. I will put that in combat tracker as well.
Yep. I have a -3. Okay. Good job. Who you passing to?
I'll now pass to... Wix is currently away, correct?
Sounds like.
Yeah.
I'll pass to Mimois.
Oh. I'm in yellow.
Okay. I don't know what that
Is it
means.
time for Smash?
It's time for fucking smash.
All right.
I mean, on the one hand, I should maybe not do this because I don't have a guarantee that this hinder is going to get cleared up in a good way in time. Or that the boost on the thing is going to get blown up in a good way either. Do we want me to just lock it into attacking instead? I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be deciding on my own. It's time for fucking smash, even though it's a bad idea.
Smash! Do smash!
I'll burn a +4 on this.
Okay. Ooh, seems good.
I'll take a 9.
9 damage, you say?
9? Oh, no, wait, I'm math good. 5 + 3 + 4 is 12 damage.
12. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, hold on a minute. This thing is using...
Did I just force it to zone change, or am I going to get slapped in retaliation?
No. This thing is using its parry and riposte ability.
Fuck.
As you swing at it, it is going to take the hit, but as it does so, one of its hands transforms into almost a bladed weapon, and another hand picks it up and pulls it off. It is defending for 8, so it only takes 4 of that damage.
-3.
5. It is... Well, actually, I have to ask you this, Sean. Are you applying it to the defend action or to the boost? Because it gets both from this ability.
Will applying it to the boost only reduce the boost to a 2?
Can a boost
Yeah.
be reduced to 0? I forgot.
Okay, you would not. I'd say apply it to so that it takes more damage.
Okay, I'll apply it to the damage.
Okay, so it's taking 7 damage.
I'm back. What I miss?
And
I'm about to go explode.
and
Alright.
let's see. It takes a +3 for its next turn, and it gets the same boost that you just made, equal to your mid die, which is a 5. So you both get a +2.
Yep.
So
Why is it getting a +3 boost?
because it's adapt and thrive, it defends and it boosts using that die roll.
Normal boost or persistent boost?
Normal, not persistent.
Also, if Sean... Oh, no, never mind, he hit the minus. Okay.
Yeah. You chose to deal more damage. It currently has a persistent -3 according to Sean's harmful thing. So that helps you guys, but it's still going to have a +2 on its next turn, unless you guys keep stacking it up.
All right.
All right. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
All right, Kakan. Don't forget there are enemies and there are allies.
We probably do want to pass to the enemies at some point.
All
I
right.
think we want to let Kakan get an AoE off to burn many of them first, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Going to go up and
Sorry. Slight backtrack. Rizik, did you want to move out of Zone 3 back on your turn?
I think I need to wait until next turn for that. I'm going to wait until next
transitioning
turn.
zones is your turn, unfortunately.
Oh,
I
okay.
am going to wait on that.
So I just remembered that being mentioned, so I wanted to check in.
Yeah. All right. So Kakan, what you doing?
So yeah, I'm gonna go up and make myself a nice big juicy target, and then I'm going. Yeah, we're in green right now. Yeah.
You are still in green. Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to use flare on all enemy targets.
Okay. Before you do that, I would like you to make me an insight check.
Insight.
Yep, because there are earthbenders fighting earthbenders.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
no.
All right. I'll use agility here just for to do this under the speed of combat.
Sure.
Like just to do the chaos, and I'll use alertness here just for much the same reasons to see this clearly and understand it under pressure.
And I think my spyglass bonus will apply to this one.
Oh, so okay, so +3 as well.
Yeah.
Don't you bump bonuses up to 1 level higher? I forget.
Because it's a boost, right? Yes. So yeah, so it's a +4 then.
Was it a one-time bonus or was it a persistent?
That was a persistent. I rolled 2 of the same die.
Okay, Ziggy, I'm giving you this persistent. Make a note that it is only for spotting things. But good note. So you have a +4 to that. So make that alertness roll, please.
Just so I don't forget. Okay. It's not great. Well, that's still the +4, so that's an 8. So yeah, I'll take that.
That's a complete success. So looking around, it's hard at first to tell which earthbenders are being puppeted. But then, you notice that like some are being swarmed by spirits in addition to earthbenders. And from that point, it's like, okay, if spirits are attacking these guys, they're safe. Don't hit them. But these guys are being ignored by them, and they're hitting other earthbenders, so hit them.
Okay. Then I will do just that along with the other shades and monstrosities.
Sure. Roll it.
I have to use my min die for this one. So that'll be 3 damage.
3 damage? Okay.
But it's mostly to just get all the eyes on me. So
Yeah. Okay.
alright, that is all I got.
Okay.
So move it to the enemies now, probably.
Which enemies do you want to move it to is the question. You get rid of a handful of the darkened spirits. I will say 3 of them. And you get rid of 2 of these wolves and 1 earthbender.
Okay. Let's go with the shades next.
The shades? The
Yeah.
minions? Okay.
Stack.
I'm going to say there's 4 left in... Effectively, every round I'm just going to have the shades be attacking every available person in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
So
Reasonable.
there's going to be 1 coming after you, Kakan.
Okay.
So, including people in Zone 3, everybody, if there is a shade in your general vicinity, please take 4 damage.
4 damage.
Physical?
Physical, yes.
Cool, I take 2.
Yep.
Nice.
4 damage.
Okay, I'm going to try to defend that, I think.
Sure.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not trying to-
Should those of us who can take that damage twice to save tank for those who can't?
Nope, because there's just so many of them. They're literally hitting everything, including
Okay.
NPCs.
Oh, shoot, I rolled that entire thing.
I love how taking
Rolled
that 1 extra damage from tripping on shit in the Central Air Temple meant that I got to start this fight at yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in red because I forgot I was injured before.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Maximum skrills.
Maximum skrills. Alright, so those have gone. They are actually going to pass to the lieutenant monsters, the wolves.
This sounds accurate, but also.
Yeah. Fortunately for you guys, they are less of them, but this counts as both the soldiers that have been corrupted as well as the wolf creatures. So, Kakan, Hotaru, and Yir... and Minghua. Is that... Okay, I guess everybody except Rizek.
I'm
Alright.
not doing
One-
anything. I'm not a problem.
1 damage!
Physical?
Yes.
Cool, 0.
Unless otherwise stated, it's all physical.
Okay.
These are the mooks. They are not meant to do much. All right. With that, I am going to choose to pass it to... Let's go with Hotaru.
All right. Let's see. I'm still in green. I don't like that. But let's see here. Is there like a... Should I go for the big enemy, you think?
Sure.
Yeah, that seems fair. Go for it.
All right.
Let's give a mass AoE hinder damage. Yeah,
Nice.
big
Not
smash
till
big.
yellow. Not till yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll hit the tree then.
No, we need to we should
we
focus fire down the multi-hand, since that's what's protecting the spawner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the tree monster, you're only like getting a wrist or something as it reaches in
Right.
and out.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not there.
I'll attack multi hands. I'm gonna go with magma shot.
Sure.
Got some new moves.
Oh,
Which is gonna be lava bending. And we'll do creativity and green. And I'm gonna see if I can try to target one of the legs and kind of melt it off at the base.
You mean one of the hands that's
One
representing
of the
it?
hands that is a leg.
Yeah.
Oh god, those are hands.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed that before, and I
Alright.
liked living that way.
I mean, Izzy is the master of things I hate in this game.
Damage.
Well, it used its reaction already.
Yes, it did.
Okay. Cool.
Blap, lava.
That's 2. Okay, who are you passing to?
We gotta let the environment go at some point, right?
Yeah, the environment.
Yep.
The environment is the spawner.
So we've got Hansy, the spawner, Boomy, Stone Jin.
Yes.
I
And,
feel like we have to hit either the spawner or Hansy right now.
I agree with that, unfortunately.
I'm going with spawner.
Spawner. Okay. So spawner does not necessarily mean the enemies are going. It means the environment is going.
Yep.
Wex, since you were the one who selected that, please roll me your status die.
Okay. Kind of low right now.
That's fine. That's fine.
That might be good?
Just roll status.
I just roll the status die.
The little die symbol next to it.
Oh, that would do it.
6. Okay, evens means you guys are getting help from the environment this go round.
Holy shit!
Oh,
I didn't
no.
think that was even going to be an option.
No, how I rule it is it's odds or evens. Odds means the environment is at odds against you guys. Evens means it's going to help even out the playing field.
Fair enough. I just hadn't expected the spawner to do anything that didn't hurt us.
It's representing the environment in this case because it's not actually it's not a thing that fights on its own. So the demon spawner is going to open up that giant mouth, and you just see this sickly gray creature starting to like crawl through, along with a bunch of like small little shades. And as that's happening, you just hear, "Look out below! Fire!" And just dozens of boulders are launched over all your heads from the mid-wall, where Boomy and Stone Jin Wei are, and they are hitting this creature and all these little things that are hitting this as well as most of your enemies. Yay. So your enemies...
Yay!
Wow, that's a shitty roll. They're taking damage, it's just not a lot of damage.
Aha!
I mean, some of them might still die.
But they did something. And this thing, including the multi-handed creature. Come on, update your HP. There you go.
Now.
Never.
Okay, after the environment, I'm actually going to say, Boomy is part of this environment thing, is what I'm just going to rule it out, so I have less to worry about. Red Lotus members, White Lotus members are going to go.
Oh, I'd been hoping that they were not part of the environment for initiative purposes. Oh well.
They're not, but I have control over it.
Yeah, environment means Izzy's choice.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is Arashi is going to give a boost to Kakan. He's going to have pull water from nearby barrels, have it swirl around, and holy shit, good roll. Kakan, give yourself a +3. As like ice knives are going to start like materializing in midair around you, and he is also hitting a bunch of the lieutenant monsters for 8 damage, which automatically forces them to downgrade.
Is that a persistent plus or one time?
One time. You just grab anything from the mod deck.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Samael, on the other hand, is going to start working on a containment seal below you guys, and as he slams his hand down, you're just going to see like a circle erupt from underneath your feet, and it is going to spread out, and it's going to be pushing back enemies, meaning they are going to have to take... They don't have a direct path anymore to get to the next wall.
Oh good, we put Samael in a smart spot.
Yes, you did.
Yay!
Yay!
Like, we finally did a smart.
Alright, let's see. Akasaka. I actually have to pull open his sheet. He's going to attack the multi-hand monster as well.
Yeah, he seemed like a big smashy dude. That's helpful for the big smashy fight.
He really is. What's his status? Oh, he's got a lot of engaged opponents, which means he's bad.
He's a one-on-oneer?
He's a one-on-oneer. Rolled 2 10s and a 6.
That's still good.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It's only 16 damage.
Rude.
I'm so glad we brought him.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And I believe the only other one on front lines with you guys is Yukie. Yukie
Yep.
is going to glance over at you, Hotaru.
Mm-hmm.
Just like give you a confident nod.
Pardon?
And yeah, she is going to spin her fire whips around, setting part of the ground ablaze, making it so a bunch of the enemies are losing their footing, including the multi-handed monster. And let's see. Hotaru and Yira both of you take a +3.
Cool.
Sweet.
And she has 5 DR until next turn, as these ribbons continue to flail around her and Hotaru. You can also take a defend 5 just because you guys have that going.
Nice.
Now, I could be a dick, or I could not be a dick.
Oh, good.
I won't control initiative. I will have the multi-handed monster go next.
All right, who's he smashing?
Oh, Akasaka did the most damage.
Akasaka did do the most damage.
That is
Mosh
true.
did the most.
Although I'm the one who came flying at its face first, so...
That is true. Well, first of all, 3 of you attacked it, and
Yep.
the hands that were destroyed by that are starting to regrow and reshape. So 3 attacks means it gets a +3 bonus.
Oh, so it gets a number of attacks. It gets a bonus based on the number of things that attacked it.
Indeed.
Rude.
Next up, as those hands regrow for each of you, it's going to start rearing back with all those hands, and it's going to make a couple of strikes. So, first things first. D10, D10. Yup, wow. All good die sizes. So, first attack.
Who has the lowest health of the people being attacked?
So here's the thing. This thing's ability is giving it 3 attacks, and it has the ability to make a second attack, so it's 4 attacks coming in. And the people that have hit it are the ones that are taking the damage. So
Makes sense.
Akasaka, Minghua, Yira, and Hotaru.
Who's the first attack against?
I'm going to say Minghua. By the way, since it's hitting multiple targets, this damage is irreducible.
Oh, so my bonus, my thing can't apply.
It cannot. You can't throw a reaction at this, unfortunately.
Okay.
Minghua, 10 damage. Cannot be reduced.
Wait, shouldn't the hinder?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. Hold on. Let me look at those.
I assume I can only apply it to one of the rolls.
So it's a persistent. I was assuming it was canceling out one of its bonuses. Thank you for reminding me that it still has a +3 and a +2.
Okay,
So
yeah, if you want to apply it that way, then yeah, do that.
Okay, I'm just going to knock out one of the +3s. So, one of these +3s is going to hit you, Minghua, so that's going to be a total of 13 damage to you.
So it's irreducible, but can I make a reaction? That's not a defend.
You may.
Cool! I just got dropped into red. Retaliate, bitch. Take 13 damage.
And you've
A+.
And you've hit up its counter, so it will once again have a little bit of a bonus. Next one, -13. Nice. I love it. I love everything.
Oh, right! I get to roll another die. Hang on.
Oh, for more damage?
Be very good at Smash, Izzy.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Yes, you are.
Yes.
Another-
Sorry, did I say 13? I meant 22 damage.
That's almost beating the... one fucking round and you think... Oh, Jesus.
This is what happens when I hit red fast. I'm so happy that the damage number went up, because 10 would drop me literally 1 point short of red.
Yep. Yira, 12 damage to you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Minghua very ouch, but Minghua very punch.
I'm sorry. 11 damage to you, Yira. My mistake. Regain 1.
Yep.
Next up was Akasaka for 7. You are fucking useless, dude. He's out.
Wow.
He got a good lick in.
He got a good because they're using minion rules, even though I'm giving them special abilities from their previous sheets, and he rolled a 2. So,
Buddy. Look, he dealt 16 damage. We're still happy with that.
yeah, no, like,
He did his best.
yeah,
Look, the old man needs a nap.
yeah, and Hotaru, take 9 damage, please.
All right, the defend doesn't help on that one.
Irreducible, unfortunately. You still keep the defend.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't actually opened up this sheet since you guys were in the swamp, or since you guys were at the carnival, so I forgot what it was capable of.
You said 9
You only have Izzy to blame.
Yep, 9 damage. With that, it is passing to Yira.
Well, I'm in red.
Yes, you are.
I think it is time for everything besides allies in this region to be on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Could be more.
Here we go, Izzy.
Attack multiple targets using fire. Yep, and you're healing, of course.
Yup. Let's see here. And I get to re-roll that once for free. And that's worse. So I think hit all of them for 7. Hinder all of them at by 1. Heal myself 14.
How are you hindering them?
I'm in red.
Print the ability, please. Is it the one I think it is? Yep, okay. -1.
Honestly, Izzy, the easy one is probably apply the hinder to their downgrade roll for the minions.
That's what I'm doing. I'm only keeping the ones for the boss.
And let's see, what do I want my extra mid die to do?
How much damage was it?
Only 7.
All the lieutenants downgrade, and you've wiped off all the darkness wisps that you know were formal souls. So like they are starting to disperse and burn to ash.
Yep. Let's see here.
And how much damage was it again? 7?
7. Don't just hit the big guy again. I might just hit the big guy again.
Go for it.
Or 1 minute. How injured are people right now?
I mean, you can see the health bars.
Yeah, Mingwa and Rizik are in red. Hotaru is just above half. You guys do.
Okay.
If I may give you a suggestion, you do want to end this fight sooner than later.
It was a question of do I defend Rizik or Mingwa, or do I do more damage?
It literally just did irreducible damage.
Fair enough. 7 more damage to the big guy. Oh wait, sorry, Izzy, I forgot. I had a mod. Make that 10 more damage to the big guy.
Sweet Jesus. Okay.
Have we forced a zone change?
Villains don't have zone changes.
Some of them.
Villains. So I'll tell you, this villain status die is based off of how many of you it's fighting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I straight up have not looked at enemy rules, so
It changes.
I'm just going from what I remember.
Yep.
Depends on the enemy.
Yeah. So
It depends entirely on the enemy.
yeah.
Which is interesting.
All right. So with that all, Yira, it is now. You guys are all now in yellow. For those of you who have not taken an attack, who would you like to pass to, Yira?
Do I let Rizik retreat? I think I let Rizik retreat.
Up to you.
Team.
I mean, it sounded like that would take his entire turn.
That will take his entire turn.
Well, does it take my entire turn? Because I am in red now, meaning I have this.
Okay, I will allow I will allow you to make a free overcome that will get you out because you're that quick right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass to Rizik just so that he can
Yeah,
do.
I'll say that I want to be after someone else who can fuck it up.
Yeah, so... Also, does anyone have a penalty in our zone? Any of us?
I gave all of the enemies penalties.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so not gonna be using that.
Yeah.
Yura. I'm also going to use the +1 I have for my...
This is the very top of the turn.
Oh, shoot, it is, right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, it might have been better to pass to someone else. Oh, well.
Oh, well. Izzy, question. What are the bonuses that are currently on the enemies?
The only ones that matter are the ones on the main villain, which is a -3 persistent and a -1.
Okay. Okay, so now that those matter, I am going to then... Sorry, trying to think real quick. I'm going to fling metal at it while I leave.
Roll it.
I'm going...
Yeet.
Oh shit. Yeah. Dang.
Yep, that's solid.
I'll be using the +1 I have from the using metal to defend myself beforehand. Well, that
Woof.
sucks entirely.
I mean, you can use your last collection.
Um,
The night's almost over.
Tonight is
yeah,
almost
I'll
over.
use my last collection for the night. Or
Are you going to let us regen collections
Actually,
before
no.
the combat ends?
This is only my second collection for the night.
Nice.
I will decide that over the week. I might not.
I will turn that 1 into a 10. So, or attack using inventions. So
13.
I will be doing 13 damage, and I will be using the 4 on my getting out of there, which is not particularly great, but...
Okay, so hold on a minute. It's going to use its defend action. Yira and Rizik, since you guys are the ones that applied it, do you want the penalties you've applied to it to be on its boost that it's going to give itself after the fact, or on its defend action?
On its defend.
On its defend? Okay.
Defend. Let's see if drop it.
-4. How much damage did you say you were dealing it?
13.
Okay, it takes 10 damage. And you hit it twice with that attack?
Okay, so the first attack was 3, and then the second attack was 10.
Okay, would have defended against the second one then. So, still counts as 2 different attacks, though. Alright, good to know. Who are you passing to?
I will go back and I will pass to... I think now I will pass back to Yura anyway, so...
You pass back to me after I get hurt.
Oh, okay, never mind. I will pass to Kakan then. The person in the zone I just moved to.
Okay, Kakan, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to carry on... I'm still in green. So yeah, I'm going to continue flaring the enemy Earth Kingdom, Earthbenders, Shades, and the Flying Monstrosity.
Alright, roll it. These guys are downgraded.
Yeah, no. Oh, that's right. I have the +3, so...
Okay, or you want to apply it to the Shades, or to the Monstrosities, or to the Corrupted Earth Kingdom soldiers?
Let's do the Earth Kingdom soldiers.
Okay. Alright. Roll it.
Well, good thing I boosted. That'll be 4 damage to the Earth Kingdom soldiers and 1 to the others.
Woof. Unfortunately, all of them managed to avoid it this go round, which means the remaining Shades downgrade.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, that's all I can do.
Yep. Okay. Who are you passing to?
The overheat would make that +4, so it would actually be 5 damage for the Earth Kingdom soldiers. That'd be...
They downgrade again!
Okay, gotcha. That would also be 2 damage to everything else, but yeah.
2 damage to everything else?
Yeah, instead of 1. Sorry, forgot about the overheat.
Yep, okay. Still doesn't change their rolls, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
But they still downgrade. Alright, who are you passing to?
Who's that?
Throw enemies?
Yeah, sure. We could do enemies now. Yeah. Let's start with the Shades.
Okay, Shades are attacking everybody once for 6 damage.
Whoa.
In zone 2.
Yep.
In zone 2, because zone 3 was
Completely cleared.
Fire!
completely fucking cleared. They will pass to the lieutenants.
All right. Now I'm in yellow. Now it's a party.
Oh, how much damage was that to zone 2 again?
6.
Party. We want to have
I Why did I switch zones that I was in?
I don't know.
Because it got you away from Hansy.
To be fair, I think getting away from Hansy was the correct
I rolled the
one.
wrong thing again. Here. I only take 2 damage. Okay.
Okay. Kakan, take 8 damage as the Earth Kingdom soldiers and the Lieutenant Wolves are focus firing you because you're constantly shooting them with fire.
Ouch. Okay, that hurts a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, also...
can I use... oh, wait, now that I am in yellow... Can I... Oh, no, I can't use it. I can't use it for me. I have to use it for somebody else. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Carry on.
And, yeah, the Cyclops, the Fire Breather, and the Dark Wolf spirits in here are each attacking every single one of you guys in there. So, let's see. Hotaru and Yira take 6 damage. Minghua...
They both have defense left from Yukie as well, so that's nice.
Oh, okay. And Minghua and Yukie will be taking 4 damage.
Well, Yuki defended Hotaru, not me.
It sounded like both.
Nope, just,
I'll defend Yira.
Okay, roll it. And yes,
I do
Minghua,
feel
it's physical.
I assumed.
All right,
Oh,
4
yeah,
damage. Well, 4
Okay.
damage shielded.
4 damage shielded.
Yeah, I believe Yukie had defended for 5, so Hotaru, you'd still take 1.
Yeah.
Yep, I got it.
All right, I am then going to pass to the Demon Spawner. And then to the multi-handed monster. Will someone please roll me a status die?
I'll do it.
Oh. Do we get lucky again?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm not counting on it.
Or do we get to blame Lore for our failure?
Oh, you got lucky!
Yes, we did.
Wow. Okay.
Someday you'll get to be mean to us, Izzy.
Someday. So as you guys are looking, again, like the sun is setting over the horizon. And, yeah, this isn't the time to introduce this. The sun is setting over the horizon, but it doesn't matter. You guys can still see fine because the moon has been up ever since you guys got back here. And as you guys look behind you, you notice Han and Nara are fighting a couple of shades, and Han just gets the crap kicked out of him, as does Nara. They both kind of collapse, and you just see this massive scaffolding near the wall start to collapse, like almost as though it's going to crush BB with Han and Nara on top. This wooden scaffolding. Mm-hmm. And from the back wall, you hear someone shout no, and then the scaffolding moves like 10 feet forward before it collapses into the ground. And as you look back to see where the source of that voice was, you see Caden with a golden blue aura kind of surrounding him. And
You left him back in zone fucking 1.
Yeah, he was on the wall, wasn't he?
You did, and so was Nara and
Oh, yeah, true.
Han.
Good for him.
This is back in Zone 1. Note, the scaffolding was not earth, was not water, was not air, and
I
was
noticed.
not fire.
Mm-hmm.
But he has this aura that you all have seen a similar-ish aura emanate from one of your own party members
Fucking Nora!
at some point. And as that scaffolding falls, it is going to take out a contingent of shades that had gotten close enough to the wall that they were about to become a problem.
Great, so Caden's the same as Nora. That's fun.
You just see him look at his hands with like a shocked look. Despite the distance, you know weird fear when you see it. And with that, multi-headed monster is going to go now.
This is interesting.
Yep. Okay, well, because it's at such low HP, I can't fucking do this.
Oh, did we take a tool out of your arsenal because we smacked it too hard?
It can take 1d6 irreducible damage to pump up all of its powers and qualities for the remainder of the scene. But
it has 6 or less health.
But it might kill itself.
That would be pretty hilarious.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's see how good we go with this. Actually, screw it.
Majestic, A+.
Enormous death. Please, please, please.
Rizzik, roll me a d6.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it. Kill it. Kill the fucker.
Hilarious.
Yeah, so
Go
as
high,
you...
baby.
Okay.
Or is that enough?
No, it's not enough.
I think
Damn.
it's still alive.
It is still enough.
Right.
It pumps
We
it...
know it has 2 or less health.
It pumps itself, and it gets a +3 bonus because of how many of you have hit it, which I believe just counteracts the persistent. Yeah, it just counteracts the persistent.
Yep.
Okay. So the thing is going to rear back, and it's going to look around at all of you, and you're just going to see it sneer, and then it's going to focus its eyes on Yira. And it is going to hold its hands out and start swirling them like an orb, and you're going to see fire start to emit from them. And Yira, you recognize that it is using phoenix flower blooms in 5 directions.
Oh boy, it's a mimic.
Oh boy.
And it is going to attempt to hit all of you.
Uh-oh.
Everyone or everyone in that zone?
Everyone in that zone, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, all of these again. Multiple targets use your... I just realized this... Damn your moves that damage you, Yira!
Is it still going to kill itself?
If it rolls a 1, it doesn't. Because it's at 2 HP! Okay, so this thing is incinerating itself.
Beautiful.
Good.
Absolutely beautiful.
This thing is incinerating itself with infernal damage and hitting each of you also for said infernal damage. This is mid-die.
Mid-die.
5 damage infernal to each of you as this thing starts to burn from the inside, realizing that it has made very poor life decisions.
Is this the Hellfire Bender?
This is not the Hellfire Bender.
No.
This is not. This thing was a mimic, and as this thing incinerates itself, it turns to ash. You can see the gray and green that was swirling inside of it, and the red, rather than just dissipating into the air, some of its form is evaporating as though into dust. The rest of it is shooting into the demon spawner as it opens its gaping mouth and absorbs the energy from it.
Rude.
With that, this thing is kaput.
Why do you gotta be like that, man?
Who would like to go next? We will just finish up this round.
Hey, Izzy, don't you love that it went down on turn 2?
I'm honestly shocked it did.
I mean, also the way it did. That's... I love
That was
it. That's
so good.
absolutely...
Pretty uncanny.
I completely forgot to read the second sentence of your goddamn move, Nick.
Oof. Pretty incredible.
Because no one else had it like a above mid-die attack to everything.
It's really hard to get above mid-die attacks to everything, it turns out.
Yeah, okay, who wants to go?
You had the last turn, Bob.
Oh, that's why I'm asking if one of you would like to take the action.
I can cause problems.
Mingwa, your go. You guys now have the demon spawner. It has a small health pool, or you can take it out with overcomes. Your choice.
Do we have any sense of how many overcomes it will be, or is it... So basically we have a choice of damage range, damage race, or at end successes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The question is... I'm pretty sure you guys will outdamage it if you go that route.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Do we want Mingwa to smash?
I'm thinking we want Mingwa to overcome, because, first off, it's gonna break before I do.
I want Mingwa to literally rip it apart.
Yeah.
And since I'm in red, I get to do this, so I'll throw that at a second... So I'll probably throw that at a second overcome, depending on what my roll is. I'll throw a +4 at this.
Okay.
I love all the noises you make.
12 and 9! Sorry, 14 and 9, but who cares?
So much for 3 overcomes.
Yeah!
Literally rip it apart! Rip it apart!
You said 3 overcomes, Mingwa cracks its knuckles.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hi!
Trivialize my shit, why don't you? I'm upping Mother Glowworm's game for next week.
We're so dead.
I'm
on
Okay, so as you tear this thing apart, a couple of important things happen. First off, you see all the smaller demonic creatures here, the fire breathers, the Iclops, not necessarily the dark wolf spirits, but like all the like little heartless ones as well that were also corrupted. The heartless are starting to turn light, back into those white spirits you guys have encountered before, and all these other strange abominations that don't look like any natural forming creature are also going to start to dissipate. This includes the giant tree monster that is directly outside.
Huh.
Because it created it.
Nice.
As it dissipates, you also see these whites like that are on the ground by the Heartless. They're like looking up into the sky, they're jumping, they're turning into energy and just flying up into the air. And as you look at this creature as it's dematerializing around you, you're seeing several other of these, small white spirits that were inside of it flying up into the sky, up to the stars. You then see a couple of individuals stepping out from it. They look like people, earthbenders, firebenders, farmers. And their energies just go scattering around. Like, they look at you, Ming-Hua, and they, give you a nod. The last of which of these is a goat gorilla. And it looks...
Because my shit was involved in this.
And it looks right at you, Ming-Hua, and instead of flipping off into the sky, you see yourself greet you with an open hug, and as it goes in to enwrap you, you feel the piece of you that was missing remerges with you. So all of those memories you had from your time back in the Flying Opera Company, they're no longer fuzzy. You can see them in detail. You can see them clearly now. Also, the last figure to walk out of here is you see a bald image of Wei Jin.
Because they exorcised him too.
Who looks at you, and then it flies back towards the wall and connecting with him. And as you're looking at this, Ming-Hua, kindly take 1 psychic damage.
Okay.
Because as these memories come flooding back, your head pounds for a split second as though you have a migraine. Dun, dun. You can hear your heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
And looking around, you have a memory. You know it's your memory. But something about it is not right. You're in a place you don't recognize, and your body feels alien. But you know it's you. You know it's your true you.
Am I a fucking lion turtle?
And as Ming-Hua is going through this existential crisis, Hotaru, Yuki is going to look at you and just be like, that was amazing. And she's going to try pulling you into a kiss. Lips on lips.
I will let her do so.
Okay.
Yay, emotional climax.
You feel, the connection between you guys. It's, warm. It's welcoming. And then you feel a little wiggling through your lips.
No. Fuck.
Oh, no.
No.
And,
oh, God, she's Melina.
And Hotaru, please change that principle we talked about.
Oh, boy.
What is this? Oh, I'm sorry. No, not Melina. Devora, the other one. That's the opposite of what happened.
Either way, I think Hotaru might have just gotten infected with green.
Ooh, boy.
Sounds like it.
Great.
Green is a good color on me.
And that, I believe, is where we are going to leave it, everyone. Next week, you will be starting with this exact sequence in the second set of Yellow with a new environment and a new villain.
Alright.
Darn, I was hoping we would have a little bit of time to heal and recover.
I'm on 2 health.
That won't happen. Yeah.
Come at me.
No, what is my health at? I think it's pretty close
You're
to
at
yours.
7.
I'm at 9, yeah. It's gonna be a fun time.
I mean,
Fine.
Hey, I'm not in green.
I mean, here's the thing: if you guys wish to stay back and heal your wounds, you may do so.
But we give the enemy time if we do that.
You do, and you don't know what the enemy will do in that time. But the option is yours. You
Be a dick.
I mean, like, the way sieges normally work would be that there are breaks in between and things like that. Because you don't just siege 100% at all time, because the enemy also needs to, like, regroup.
I don't think spirits play by humans.
Yeah,
That's
the fault in your logic there, Sean, is they literally had a thing that was just creating enemies, and they put it.
They no longer have.
Look, they had a spawner, we had a Minghua.
Yeah, the fault in the battle plan here was they put the spawner closer to the front lines.
Than they really ought to have.
I mean, if you guys had gotten here earlier, you guys are getting here like as the sun is setting after it's already been 24 hours of this fight. Originally the spawner was outside the wall, but then just putting enemies in, once they got a foothold, they needed more of a presence inside the wall.
Yep, makes sense.
And then we fall down and smash.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't have to deal with a flying dragon before.
Always good.
Well, that did not go how Izzy expected.
It did not. I was expecting this to be a little bit more complicated, but that's okay.
I mean, to be fair, this was complicated. Some of this was just luck.
We did, in fact, get very lucky in certain regards during this.
You got lucky twice in a row with the environment. The environment spitting more enemies out would have been very bad for you guys.
Oh, unquestionably.
Okay, according to this, 4 hero points.
All right.
What are we calling this
That
session?
is just enough for...
Mosh pit.
Flying smash.
That too. Or maybe just we have a Minghua.
Mm-hmm.
You have an army, we have a goat gorilla.
The flying smash mosh pit. Alright, everybody, so what did you learn? What do you want to know more about? Where do you think this is going? And as a bonus question, since it's session 30... Since it's session 30, what has not come up that you guys want to see in game? I can't believe you guys tore through 90 HP that quickly.
I mean, you revised the damage number up enough I could get off retaliate right then and there.
Look, we wouldn't have been able to survive dealing 90 damage at a more slow pace.
Also, the old man dealt 16 damage and then took a nap. That also helped.
That's true. He is very much a one-trick pony. That character has just one attack action, 2 innates, and a reaction. And everything about him is just more damage. Oh, God. Well. So, Yira, what did you learn?
Slightly more about spirits, I guess, maybe. Big Smash. We turned out to be much more impactful in this battlefield than I thought we would be. Yura continues to be disappointed in the Earth Kingdom.
Why are you so disappointed in the Earth Kingdom? They try. Okay, oh geez. What the hell? What do you want to know?
I think alike.
Yeah, what do you want to know more about?
Are we going to have to take down Totaru? Also, how to fix her after this?
Oh, as far as you guys are concerned, there's no issue.
Yeah, we don't know in character.
Okay.
Wex,
We don't know in character.
You and me need to have a conversation, by the way, Wex.
Okay, we can have that right after the game. I'm great. I don't have to fucking go to sleep.
I'm not going to stop the recording. I'm going to keep recording and tell you exactly what's going on.
Oh, sure. That's fine.
All right. Where do you think this is going, Yira?
More kaiju.
I saved the best for last.
Yep.
Good.
And
What fun.
it's session 30. What has not come up that you want to see in game?
Hellfire Bender again.
See number 3, Yira.
Oh no.
Is he the kaiju?
Do you remember what happened to him in the swamp?
He ran
No,
away.
I remember.
Seeing the guy.
I remember he was absorbing a lot of the green goo shit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. Well then.
Kakan, what did you learn?
Kakan learned that the Spy Master may be even more complicated than Kakan originally thought, which is saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Considering how complicated he already was, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to know more about?
Want to know more about? What does the facility on Ember Island hold?
I'm going to say trauma and bad memories.
Probably.
Alan.
For what happens next, never doubt the worm. And for what to expect since it's been the 30th session. Yeah, no, Kakan's due to see the Hellfire Bender any day now because that's definitely coming.
I think you joined us at session 15.
I did, yes.
Yeah, so
Oh wow.
yeah, the session right before you joined was the last time they saw the Hellfire Bender.
All right,
Shit,
then.
yeah.
Yep.
So good times. Minghua, what did you learn?
Rip and tear. Passing say was the correct choice. Mingwa specifically did not learn much.
What do you want to know more about?
Did Dizzy make me a lion turtle? At least he didn't make me a cult member this time. I suppose I should, at least it's not that. And also, no, really, how does the quote-unquote spirit spawner corruptor thing work?
Good question. Good question. Where do you think this is going?
Mother Glower wrecks our shit.
Entirely
Yeah, that's
possible.
right.
And since session 30, what has not come up that you want to see?
Confirmation of what's up with the Avatar would be cool. And also just obligatory Fire Lord in the flesh.
I mean, you played the Fire Lord.
Never mind, I retract everything. We have seen the true Fire Lord. Perhaps I should say we should see the Father Lord appear.
Fair. All right.
I shall revise the statements to reflect that.
You need to clearly war against the false Fire Lord.
Derp.
The Melon Lord must die.
Mm-hmm.
The Melon Lord.
Well,
We all know what he
if
meant.
there's a watermelon, what about a fire melon, a air melon, and an earth melon?
Well, the air melon was launched by a catapult, the fire melon was just chucked in the fire, and the earth melon's still growing.
Fair.
Yep.
All right, Hotaru, what did you learn?
I think I understand Kresh's deal now, though I don't think he's the final villain.
Really?
Okay, I really need to go listen to
Yeah,
that.
we really, we
stuff.
need to have that talk, which we can't have now because you're glow cultist.
I don't know what's going on right now.
What do you want to know more about?
How much control / awareness do I have over myself / realization of what just happened to me?
Good question. Well, you'll find out in like 5 minutes.
F.
Where do you think this is going?
Guys, now more angst.
Was your first kiss
Only
not?
angst.
Was your first kiss not a real kiss?
Oh my god.
Hotaru
That's no tongue!
I have accepted and learned that Hotaru cannot be truly happy. It is not in her character.
And since it's session 30, what has not come up that you want to see in game?
The real Avatar.
When you guys meet your second Terran.
Fuck off.
At this point, I will literally melt him.
Congratulations, you've been upgraded to brother. Here's a facial scar.
No, he will just be melted.
Rizik, what did you learn?
Lop, we did start in the library, but I guess the lion turtles turned into other things to hide is the big one.
Fair. What do you want to know more about?
As per usual, everything, but I guess big thing is how bad is what just happened to Hotaru going to be, and also what can I do with that Spiritor?
Good questions, good questions. Where do you think this is going?
Let's see, Hotaru potentially being a problem, Mother Glowworm being a problem.
Okay, statement is a statement. And since it's session 30, what has not come up that you want to see in game?
Gain some more information on the real avatar, and confirmation on that is good. Plus, the experimental weapons division showing up again and being a problem, especially Crush, would be good. I know we just left them not that long ago, but
Yeah.
Were we directly with Crush?
well, not with the Crush part.
Okay, true.
But look, they're the source of trauma for 99% of the party. They need to show up more.
I know why they don't.
Why don't they?
Oh, I have one thing to add to what I learned. Nara isn't the only thing that can do that glowy aura.
That's an important lesson that we're all going to forget.
Yeah.
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 That's why I edited the answer to put it in, so that we'll still forget.
Yeah,
We always forget.
it only becomes relevant when Nara's actually here.
Unfortunately, sickness exists.
Oh, don't worry. If Kenzie doesn't show up next week, I know what Nara's doing.
Oh no.
Thanks, Izzy.
It's literally been over a month since Kenzie's been with us.
Has it?
Wasn't that? I thought she was there for at least one of them.
Kenzie hasn't been with us for 4 or 5 weeks.
She was there for like I think the very
Yeah, for
start
like
of-
the first hour or something.
She
of
was
one
there
of them.
for like the very start of
she
one of
was,
the
she was
library
she was
things.
disconnecting the entire time.
Yeah, but she was there very brief.
Yeah. Let me actually check. No. Yeah, it looks like Kenzie and Dan have been sick for a while. Well, Kenzie was here on session 27.
I think that was the in and out.
No, that was a little more recent.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had a good time. I'm sure.
yeah.
I'm sure questions have been answered and more questions have come up.
Not as many questions have been answered as I might have liked, but
Again, you guys have lots of pieces right now.
we do. We're just being dumb toddlers clutching them together.
I mean, I was going to share them, and then we had to go save Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, and then you discovered, oh, that's not what tongue kissing is.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I've never done this before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yes.
The goat gorilla will sit down and give you the talk.
Izzy says 3 overcomes. Big Ma says, hold my Nara, and 1 rounds it.
Am I wrong?
That
No.
is exactly what happened.
Speaking of which, you said a thing is going to happen to me right now.
Yes.
And then they go to private chat so we don't get fun times.
I mean, it depends, Wex. Do you want me to tell this in front of everybody, or do you want your private mystery time?
You like? I feel like this is going to be fun in front of everyone.
Entirely up to you,
Oh.
man.
Up to you! It's entirely your choice.
I mean, what does the group prefer? Do you want the mystery, or do you want to?
I always enjoy having things in front of the rest of the table, but again, I'm perfectly happy with either choice right here.
leave it to the group. I could go either way.
I can go either way. Like,
I think the mystery for this would be more fun.
Yeah, I want to see the sudden but inevitable betrayal.
All right, mystery it is.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Wex, come with me.
Away.
Yeah, somehow I don't think Terran's gonna be what's getting melted.
It's gonna be.
Hotaru. So,
Hold on, I got a gift for this and off topic.
Elmo, well, that's Elmo burning alive.
There it is.
Ha ha. Okay. So Hotaru, as you your passionate kiss with Yukia, you close your eyes and really lean into it, and then you thought it was a tongue, but then you're like, oh, and then it just kept sliding into your mouth, and you're like, whoop, and then the whole thing went in. And as your lips part away from Yuki's, you look at her, and her eyes flash green for but a second. And then it looks as though, for a brief moment, your own eyes flash green as you see the world through jade-colored glasses before returning to your normal image. And you can hear in the back of your head, Hello, child. You and your group have been quite a problem for me as of late.
Who's that? Who's talking?
You don't recognize your mother? You are now a part of my family, dear. Mother Glowworm welcomes all. All you have to do is share everything with me. And Wex, have you read Animorphs by chance?
I love Animorphs. Oh god, it's a fucking yerk!
So as you think about it, you can literally feel this thing tugging at your mind as it opens up like a book and just starts reading through your memories, and it's seeing everything. Everything you guys have encountered for the past.
Oh, does it know what I think about Crash then too?
It knows everything.
I think.
It's looking at you and saying, "Interesting, dearie."
Do you want to know what I think? Because I don't know if I've talked with you about it.
What do you think?
I think Crash is the pride entity, corrupted.
Interesting theory.
Because I think who was the development? Krieger. I think he's Krieger.
Okay.
That is both mine and Hotaro's in-game theory.
Okay. Going to look through your mind, just be like, interesting. So close to the truth and yet so far away. Tell me, child, I care not for your paltry wars in this land. I only hope to reclaim that which is mine. Do you know anything about that which has been lost?
Oh shit, we forgot to look up information on the orb. Like out of character, we forgot to look up info on the orb, didn't we?
Oh, you totally did.
Oh no. Sean didn't write it down.
Sean did not write it down. You are literally going to feel this thing starting to pick through your memories. You're seeing it focus on your talks with Sagan. Back when you first came on and were hearing stories from both Wei Jin and Jin Wei. Like, yes. One of my former hosts met up with you. I always wondered how he escaped my clutches. But don't worry, dearie. I'll be with you always. It seems as though your group has grown, stronger and more powerful, since I last was able to glimpse inside one of your minds.
What do you mean, one of our minds?
Oh, I have already touched one of you. With the child I didn't know I needed to have. That you just slay.
Wait, say that again, Izzy? I missed that. Izzy?
Hold on, I just forgot what I said. I have already touched one of your minds, thanks to the child creature that you all have just slain.
Ming-Hua?
Ah, yes, through Ming-Hua, the goat gorilla. Because she, along with so many other spirits, and myself included, fused together to become one.
Wait, you were part of that fusion?
Oh, yes. Those... Well...
So the Red Lotus captured you? What?
Oh, no, they didn't capture me, dearie. They only captured a small piece of me. That was just laying in wait. Watching, learning. Ripped out of my former host. Your associate, the bald one.
That's Jinwei, right?
Wei Jin.
Wei Jin, I hate that.
Yeah, I know. But thankfully your girlfriend got a little overzealous in this battle. And I learned more about each of you, and now I know even more. But
you leave her alone, or I will burn you down.
Oh, you could try, child. But unfortunately for you, Mother knows best, and I will not stop I will not leave this world until I have reclaimed what is mine. I don't care how many lifetimes it takes. I've already spent the last 3 looking, searching for what I have lost. And
What do you want?
you know full well what I want, and you sicken me to pretend to think you don't. You were working with Cato, building walls in this city, so it must be here. Why defend this place from me and me alone, unless what I seek is within these walls?
I know Cato is
Francto.
Francto. But you must see the problem with that. He didn't know about the walls, and she'd know that because I know that.
It's always one of the Mother of Faces children that gets in my way. I'm confident he knows more than he let on. As did Kimiko.
Shit, Kimiko. Where is that? It's in world building. Kimiko? One of...
Oh, no, wait. No, I'm sorry. Not Kimiko. Kyrie. As did Kyrie.
Where was... Kyrie? We haven't met Kyrie.
Oh, you haven't. But she was very well acquainted with one of your avatars, to the point where one stole from us, and then the next generation killed my husband. And you will all suffer for that transgression.
I'm not going to let you do that. I'm going to get you out of my head.
You unfortunately don't have a choice. So, X.
Yeah.
She's going to go silent at that. Next week, when you guys are fighting Mother Glowworm,
Yep.
at any point, if you attack or hinder Mother Glowworm,
Got it.
you must pick additional targets. For however many number of villains you are targeting, you must pick an equal number of allies. So if you attack only Mother Glowworm, you have to hit somebody in the party. If you are hitting Mother Glowworm and a couple of minions, a handful of people, you have to hit the entire party.
What if I don't hit Mother Glowworm?
If you're hitting anybody associated with her, anybody who has direct connect to her, you would have to hit.
Will I know that?
You'll be able to get a sense of it.
Okay.
I can actually tell you this right now. The only enemy that will not have a direct connect to her is going to be Sombra, the Shadow.
Okay.
Likewise, if you are giving any boost to an ally, any number of allies, Mother Glowworm will also get a boost of the same size.
I can't do fucking anything against her. Oh no.
You can. You just need to manage your resources. If you deal damage to her, someone else is also taking it. If you boost someone else, she's getting a bonus. So you need to really utilize your skills.
Am I aware this will happen? Like, am I aware I will lose control of myself?
Presently, no.
Okay.
Like,
so realistically, I should do it at least once before I get the hint.
Yeah.
I just want to role play this appropriately.
Yeah. Make a note in your character sheet somewhere about this.
Okay, hold on.
And we'll go from there.
One more question, since things are connected. Do I know if Yukie is still possessed?
Yes.
She is.
She is.
Am I able to... How much control do I have? Like, am I aware of this, or am I, like, straight out being yerked here where I, like, should be acting as if nothing is wrong?
You know the spirit gag thing, like whenever you talk to Francto or someone where they can't say Mother Glowworm?
Yeah.
You can still say Mother Glowworm. You can't let on that she's in you.
Okay.
Like, so you can't say why you're doing something. If other people figure it out, you can.
So I'm straight out gag ordered against it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Revealing that Mother Glowworm is in me. Are there any limits to my actions in general here?
No.
I just want to role play this appropriately, like, and like, because is this isn't like sitting there charadesing like 2 words. First word sounds like
No, nothing like that. You can't do that.
yeah. I can just like, at best, maybe like subtly hint it to someone, but only in like the most indirect way possible.
At best. Here's how to think about it, okay? Let's say, pretend you have a Yerick in your head and it's giving you some control, but if it senses that you're doing something that is going to reveal it, it's going to make you change the conversation.
Which is a problem because she knows what I'm thinking.
She knows your memory. She doesn't know what you're thinking immediately.
Okay, so
I'll leave it at that. Like, she can puppet you, but she's leaving you mostly on autopilot with those restrictions. She is good at what she does, but she's hyper splitting focus. If that makes sense. She's controlling a shit ton of earthbenders, Yukie, and others right now.
Yeah. I'm just making the note, can't attack, boost, or hinder Mother Glowworm without repercussions.
Yeah.
And I gotta just kind of play the part as if nothing's wrong.
Pretty much. I mean, I could have, in theory, let this slide and not told you this until next week, but giving you the heads up, I think, is just smarter.
It gives me a good way to role play it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will role play that appropriately.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I think everyone left.
Yep. No one wanted to wait around to see what we were doing, which is good.
Oh, shame. All right. I think need to get some sleep.
Yep. All right. Well, good luck. I hope you don't die.
I hope I don't die too. I got a demon in my head.
Well, you did ask for that principal.
Yeah. I really don't know, though, where the orb is. Fortunately for her.
I know. And she's not giving you any other information about it because she knows everything you know.
Yeah. I wonder how much she cares about some of the other plot stuff.
That's a good question.
Because I don't know how much she cares about that. Like, can she make me do anything? Like, that could just come up at some point?
Presently, yes.
Okay.
Here's, out of character, depending on how the fight goes next week, this will just be a principal change, and you won't have your gag order anymore. Okay. Or this could be long-standing. It depends on what everybody else does in the party. But
I can deal with Sombra at least, right?
Yeah.
Probably will focus on him with that in mind.
Yeah, she doesn't actually give a shit about him.
Yeah.
Their goals are lining up right now, and like you'll know this like as soon as you walk into the battlefield. If you see Sombra and her, she's just gonna like look at him with kind of disgust in her eye.
That's fair. Okie dokes.
Oh man.
What?
I just realized, Cool Monster is technically already dead. Oh well.
Okay. Alright, I need to clean up and get some sleep.
Yep, you do. Night.
Night. See you later, Izzy.
Yep. Where did he go? And that is the end of the recording. Well, I thank you all for tuning in for Avatar Session 30. And, now, signing off. Later.